Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. I'm your host, CmdrAleon, with you this evening. As always, if you're just joining us, welcome. Hey, Marinee, peace, love, and light to you. April, Eugene, everybody out there. Good to have you all with us. Infinity 777. Hey, Chesno, Commander Chesno. Good to see you, brother. Dana, Rob, Mitch, everybody out there. Already got people in the queue, and we're just starting the show. There you go. Happy Thursday night. Yes, indeed, brothers and sisters. This is the number one spiritual UFO talk show, and we're glad to have you with us. And we're going to get back to the other spaceship background, but not tonight because I'm redoing it. Happy Halloween. At midnight, Halloween will be over. And then at midnight, everything goes into the cosmic. Not that it hasn't been there already, but after midnight, you're going to feel the energy shift. After midnight. Hey, Richard, good to see you. Katie, Leon, everybody out there, please share and like. Please tap the button. If you tap your button on the screen, that presents a heart. And the hearts are very important because every heart you show on the screen makes the numbers on the top go up. That's right. So if everybody starts tapping, we'll increase the numbers. Hey, Cynthia, good to see you. Cindy, everybody coming in here, welcome to Encounters, a show that's out of this world. We're here to bust the matrix, and we are going to bust it. We don't know what's going to happen tonight. That's the beautiful part of the show. It's always keeping you on your toes, so to speak, right? G-Man, welcome to the show, G-Man. Eugene, thank you for the roses. I definitely appreciate it, brother. Hey, Mike Masters, welcome. And I'm glad this week is almost over. I'm sure you are too, cosmically speaking. Hey, Mike Masters, good to see you. Slay, good to see you, Slay. Everybody out there, wherever you may be. So, we're glad to be here. Hey, Kit Kat, good to see you as well on Encounters. Everybody coming in to the show. Yes, indeed. We got Chesno, Kit Kat, everybody in here. We got 2 of the 5 in our Ashtar group that are going off planet at some point soon. And we're all excited. When we get in that spacesuit and go on that ship, I think Kit Kat and Chesno and me are going to be like having a blast on a spaceship off planet Earth. That's going to be pretty cool. You know? That is a cool thing. Absolutely. April is live. Oh, that's good. She should be. Saturday night is Ashtar Command Q&A. Ashtar Command Q&A will include April and myself. And we'll try to bring the rest of the 3 other people like myself up with April. If April's on, I'll try to bring everybody up on the program with April and myself Saturday night. Eugene says, the cow thing's got to be a practical joke. I don't know anything about the cow thing. I have not even known about any of that. Hey, Cash, good to see you. Harry, welcome to the show, everybody coming in, wherever you may be. Welcome to another edition of Encounters. I can't even keep track. There's a couple of shows that are yet to be downloaded on the YouTube, but they should be most of them, but I think I'm backlogged by 2 or 3 shows. Cleo, good to see you. Rena, everybody out there, wherever you may be around the planet, welcome, planet Earth. Cow abductions. I studied a lot of that in the early days of the whole ufology thing. I think a lot of it has to do with the government, that they were involved in some projects doing that, I would gather from watching documentaries. Pete, good to see you. Pete, the Peaceful Hippie, welcome. Everybody out there, welcome. Susie. Hey, Bonnie, yes, you did. Welcome. We're good to have you with us, Bonnie. I'm glad you found me. You know, it's good to have you with us. Commander, this Howard Desert was filled Water, did our family have anything to do with it? The Sahara Desert? I don't know. One thing is when I get a question, if I don't know the answer, I really don't know. Bloodlines don't matter. Hey, Loretta. If you're thinking your bloodline matters when it comes with your connections to a star family, it has nothing to do with the star family. Bloodlines have nothing to do with space people or star families. They really don't. Hey, Elvira, good to see you. Hollywood, welcome. KB24, Deborah Jones. Good to have everybody here. It really is. You, good to see you. Slice a quick pic of the ship I saw the other night. I want to send it to you on camera. It looks like a star. Oh, interesting, Slay. Yeah, you can send that to me in my email. You can send that to me on the email. I'm going to try to send the email in the comment section here. Hey, Sam, did you get to see my pic? I sent you an email. I believe I might have. I've been so slewed with photos and videos, I'll have to go backwards and check my email. I think I did. I've been looking at some of the loads of emails I've been getting the last few days, and if I didn't, I'm going to recheck. I'm saving everything I get from everybody here. Hello World, welcome. I like that name. Hello Richard, thank you for the ice cream. We appreciate the ice cream cone. Oops. Hey MN, good to see you, brother. Darren Steele, thank you for the share. Eugene, thank you for the roses. We appreciate it, brother. Marie, good to see you. Everybody here. And the way we do it here is very kind of not free form, but we are very spontaneous. Very spontaneous. We went from 200 and something now to 180. I don't know. TikTok is weird. I don't know if TikTok's having glitches or what's going on here. Welcome everybody to the show. Landlord Forever. Thank you for the roses, Landlord Forever. #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media, Busting the Matrix. Getting everybody ready for direct contact in 2026. That's right here. This is the place to be. The numbers are going up. It's about 11:05 right now in the PM. Yeah, the numbers will go up as we get towards 1 a.m. or before 1 a.m. We'll have, it always does this, you know. Hey, Jordan, good to see you. You know, we'll have the TikTok tourist travelers that come in and saying, what's this show? What's they talking about? If you're just coming in here, like really quick, stop. This show is an actual UFO spiritual talk show. I'm an actual professional talk show host on NPR Pacific Radio, WESU-FM in Connecticut in the United States. And I have a background as a contactee. I'm telepathic. I actually can remotely take out implants, just so you know. No joke. Yep. I work with the Ashtar Command, and this is where it's at, basically. Hey, Stephen. Good to see you, Steve. Hey, Catherine. Good to see you. Greetings. Greetings. The Insightful Soul. I like that name, Insightful Soul. Linda, thank you for the follow. Eugene, thank you for all the roses, man. Bonnie Ellis, thank you for saying I'm amazing. I appreciate that. Yusef, peace to Yusef. Peace to you as well, brother. Carrie79, good evening, Carrie. Hope you're doing well. Lynn Fan. Hello, Lynn Fan. Monique, I'm your twin in Puerto Rico. David Camden, good to see you. Richard, did the water in the Sahara Desert have anything to do with our family? I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. If I know the answer, I'll tell you. I always tell people, if I know the answer to a question, I'll tell you. If I don't, I won't. Nanchik, Lisa, good to see you, Lisa. Wade, good evening, Wade. Lupita, good to see you, Lupita. Welcome. Everybody, if you're coming in here, stick around. Hey, Johnny, good to see you. This is an actual, real, authentic, spiritual UFO talk show. I'm going to say it again. UFO. We're not talking about a bunch of tomatoes floating in the air, or how to make marshmallows properly, or how to spend your money on cheap clothing. This is an actual, real UFO spiritual talk show. Hey, CmdrAleon, good to see you, Arkansas. Welcome to the show, Paige. Always glad to have new faces here. See, we're the kind of thing where we do a show, we welcome the whole world here, because we know people are interested in the subject, and there's very few places where you can actually talk about this stuff. That's why I came on here in 2023. It was the end of 2022, and I decided to start the first real UFO talk show dealing with the spiritual aspects of ufology, and that's exactly what we did. Blake Peterson, thanks for the baseball. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Yeah, Art Bell. I was on Art Bell's show many years ago when he was in the desert. I called this show up and I was talking about the Ashtar Command with him when he was alive and well many years ago. Been waiting for physical contact. You won't have to wait too long, Monique, because, excuse me, physical contact will be happening in 2026. You won't have to wait too long. Only about a year. Hey, Terry, good to see you. Man, these numbers are going down on TikTok. They go 250, 215, 215. I don't know. It's all over the place like a yo-yo tonight. Hey, Deani, blessings to you. Eva, welcome. Ron, 24 Tut. Tanya, Mary Lily, 62. Wendy, welcome. Please share and like if you know people that should be watching encounters. Let them know about it. Get the right kind of people in here. Always. And we're just going to make sure that we're inviting people that should be here. We don't want to miss anybody out here. So we're doing some invitational invites. I'm just doing it randomly here. All right. Frank Rockin, when you say how many travelers do they have, do you mean how many ships do they have, the Ashtar Command, or can you clarify that question? Yosef, thank you for the share. Heather, good to see you. Are those genuine UFOs or satellites? Which things? I can tell you on my page here, all the video footage that you'll see on my page here on TikTok are all authentic UFOs and spaceships or what have you. Frank Rockin, majors. So I'm trying to understand. Majors. I'm not sure what that means. Heather says, comment above described it. Let me see. Kit, good to see you here. Are those genuine UFOs or satellites? Oh, the picture, behind me, that's a rendition of what spaceships look like. And my background, if you're talking about the background that was created, those are an artistic rendition of spaceships. Jeremy, I don't think everything's being filtered. TikTok filters questions, Jeremy. I might have to I'm going to bring people up here if you have questions about things related to this. And if I bring you up, you have to be over 18. No foul language on the show. No smoking on the show. No vaping. No drugs. No drunks. No drinking. No drunks. No politics. No religion. And no paranormal discussion. So I will bring people up here. Yeah, Heather, I'll have to bring you up. I will bring people up that are having their comments blocked so I can answer your questions. Abu Nami, I think it's Abu Nami Karat, I think it is. I'm going to bring this person up, I think. There's somebody in my queue here. Oh, Richard. I'm going to bring Richard up, who's a recent guest. Oh, I tried to bring Richard up, and now that was really weird. So TikTok's acting kind of weird tonight. My numbers are going from near 300 down to 205. I don't get it. There's something crazy going on. I think it's probably a glitch. Lisette, welcome to the show. We're going to try to bring Richard up again. And again, you have to be over 18, no foul language, and all the other stuff I said. Hey, good evening, Richard. How are you?
Hi, it's pretty dark where I'm at. Let me turn a light on.
Okay,
Commander,
yes.
I in the last year I've been really isolating, and I just feel very different. I've been sleeping 15 hours. I'm always tired, and I feel like I'm supposed to do something, but I don't know what it is. You
Hmm.
know?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of energy shifts going on, which are making a lot of people tired, including I've been through those same feelings of being tired. I go to work during the day, and there's sometimes when I'm just hit like bam, I can't focus.
Yeah.
It's something that's not just happening to you. I'm sure a lot of people here have felt it. What it is, it's an energy shift. There's a lot of new energy coming into the planet, and it's affecting us in different ways. Some people are getting tired, some people are getting energy from it. But in the end of the result, I think just meditating and taking that tiredness and focusing all that energy, you can consolidate it and turn it into a different energy form, meaning that you can adjust the energy to your level of where you want to be with it. So you can
A
control the
mindset.
energy.
A
Say again?
mindset.
It's a
You're
mindset, yeah.
a mindset. I understand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that a try because I can't be sleeping my life away like this. It's
No, you
horrible.
can't do that. And a lot
No.
of times too is people might be going to sleep, but then you might be going off planet in the astral body. So you might
Yeah.
be traveling. So a lot of things, there's two things happening here. Yes, there's tiredness because of all the energy coming in, but I think a lot of people, including yourself, you're not alone, are astral traveling but don't remember where you're going. You could be
Right.
going off planet somewhere.
Right.
And a lot of
Right.
that's happening right now with a lot of people. I know they're astral traveling, they're having dreams. So keep a journal. If you wake up and you have a dream, focus on what that's going to be before you go to sleep or fall asleep. Make an intention of where you want to be. If
I
you're,
will do that, Commander. I will do that.
yeah,
It's I just look so forward to this contact. I mean, I, it's like that's all I think about. I want it to be like today, now. I want to
yeah.
be on a ship. I want to get off of Earth.
Yeah, but also realize when we go off of Earth, we're coming back to Earth to help the planet. We're not going off to Earth to get away from anything. We're going to remember who we are, and we're coming here to be stewards of the new planet Earth to take care of this planet and not just leave the planet to be destroyed. We're not going to let that happen. The Ashtar Command is here to work with us to restore the planet to the way it was before we basically messed it up.
Right, right. So you think people like me will be given a position to to take care of the ongoings?
Well, when we come back to Earth, when the majority of contact happens, everybody's going to be part of the whole process of taking care of the Earth. Billions of human beings are going to be here living on Earth, but their consciousness is going to shift. And we're going to be all involved together, communally, collectively, whatever part of the world we're in, we're all going to be stewards of the planet. So it's not about like our group of five that is going to be the first group of five of another. There's many groups of five that exist around the world, but we are going to be the first group to help you and others before the main contact happens to understand what needs to be done. And then our space, my family, my biological cosmic family, and in general the Ashtar Command is going to assist people to learn how to be stewards and caretakers of the planet. Because as I've stated before, the Ashtar Command itself isn't going to be clearly doing everything themselves. They're going to teach us how to be caretakers of the new planetary Earth that we're going to be living in. So
Good,
it's going
good.
to be up to everybody to be together. So, there's not going to be like any hierarchy, so to speak, as people might think, but there is there's a foundation of light that has to be processed first before everything else happens.
What do you think? IA will be put in uh, in a way that it will help the Earth?
You mean AI? None of that stuff
Yeah.
is relative to the Ashtar Command. They don't care about the AI or any of that stuff. What's going to happen is just people getting back to the source of the energies from the universe that are involved in the process of healing of the planet. And the AI has been somewhat of a distraction, to what's happening here, and people have to be very careful with that. It's really important to get centered in yourself, and by doing so, connecting by meditation through cosmic consciousness with,
Definitely.
I always tell people, you all have star families out there, but you don't know who they are yet, and that's fine. But to learn who they are is through meditation, through centering, and through focus. And if you do that, eventually you shall contact your star family telepathically, yourself and many other people here.
Will we become smarter, healthier? Will we live longer?
When contact happens, we will actually not age the way we are now. We'll actually be able to, let me just give it a moment here, hold on. You'll be able to create your aging process in a different way. You're not going to age anymore, or you'll be aging, but not the way you look like you. People 100 years, 80 years old, 70 years old, like they're falling apart. You'll be able to control the aging process, and there'll be med beds and other things that will help you regenerate your body to where you should be, so you don't look like you're falling. Like my father, he's thousands of years old, but he looks like he's 30 years old, but he's thousands of years old. So everyone's going to learn how that is.
It sounds fantastic. I can't wait.
Yes, I have a lot of information, and I'm just as I'm speaking, it's downloaded in me, and I'm speaking it out as I hear it.
I don't want you to forget me, Commander.
Oh, we're not going to forget anybody, not even you.
Do not forget me.
We're not forgetting it. When we go, when Chesno, myself, Kit Kat, who's here, Johnny, and our friend April in Vermont. When we go on shift together, we're coming back to help everybody here. All the information is not solely for us. It's to help the whole world. It's to help the 8 billion people on this planet. And that's what we're going to do.
Well, the deserts will turn into farms and all that.
Yeah, well, there's going to be a reprocessing, a healing of the planet, and that has to happen first.
Okay. Yeah, the starving children and all of that has to stop. The children being used for sacrifices and all of that will stop, right?
Right. I know I'm echoing a little bit here, but yeah, there's going to be changes. There's going to be a big shift coming soon.
Okay, I pray for those children every day. I thank you, Commander. I love you, and I will stay on the show. I will see you every night, and if you need me, just reach out to me.
Okay, Richard. Well, you're a beautiful soul, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
Okay, see?
Talk to you.
Friend.
Bye.
Okay. So a little bit of technical difficulty with the audio thing. Sorry about that, folks. But welcome back. Sometimes I echo on people's phones. I don't know why that is, but good to have everybody here. And hey, Sue House, welcome, Sue. Everybody coming back in here. The echo is gone. Don't let the echo dissuade you from being here. Ayana, good greetings to you. Greetings to everybody. Lupita, welcome back. Hey, Stephanie Darcy, good evening, welcome. Everybody, just know, even if there's an echo, you can handle it. Echoes are no big deal. Hey, Joey, good to see you. Dragon Candy, welcome. J. Rock Wilson, welcome to the show. Andy, I think he had me on speaker. I should have told him to turn the speaker off. I didn't realize that, but hey. I saw a single light in the sky. They would move at odd places. Heather, interesting, Heather. Interesting. Wendy M., good to see you. That disappeared and it didn't flash. Interesting. That's an interesting sighting. Ozzy, am I live? You're actually here, Ozzy. You're on my show live watching Encounters. Thank you for the, Jennifer, thank you for the gift. Nope, I got home, Jared, too late to hand out candy. My wife actually did that. I didn't get a chance to do that. But it's okay. I don't really eat that much candy, to tell you the truth. Not really. But the kids love it, so there you go. It's good to have everybody here. And if you want to be, hey, Linda, if you want to be on the show, you can join us, as always, on the show. And if you are over 18, April says, I eat tons of candy. Good for you, April. How long do you think it'll take to gather 7 billion people on spaceships? The animals are going to? Yes. Hey, Terry, very good. So when we have our gathering Saturday night, hopefully if April's available, we'll talk about that, about the animals and everything. I don't know how that logistically is going to work, taking people off the planet. And we'll have to I'm going to have to confer to the Astro Command off planet about that. I really don't know. It's essentially how that was going to work. They probably do more than I do. But if we find out more information about that, we can share that with everybody here too. Absolutely. That's really important to know. So we'll find out. Are your space friends have bodies, or are they immortal? They have bodies. My father has a physical human body. My mother does. My 2 sisters and a brother do. April's parents the same way. Chesno's parents, Johnny's, and also Kit Kat, who's in here. Yes, they all have physical bodies and very human. The difference is they're taller, about probably 8.5 feet, maybe 9. I don't know. I haven't gone off planet physically yet to see them, but I know when I see my father, I know he's probably 3 feet taller than I am, and I'm 5'9", 5'10" maybe. So he's definitely 3 feet taller than I am. Good question there, Lucky. I've begun to see them during the day. Oh, you're seeing the spaceships during the day, Heather. Very good for you there. When contact happens, Light says, will we become vegetarians? I believe that's going to be a transitioning thing, because many of us, there are vegetarians already on Earth, but there are many people that eat both vegetables and non-vegetable type foods. I don't know how that's going to work, but I think we eventually will learn to be vegetarian, which they are on other planets. They're all on all the other planets. They're all vegetarians. They don't eat any meat. User 947, I've seen a big pyramid mothership. Let me see here. This is interesting. I'm pinning this person. User 9473. Everybody follow them. They have 19 followers. They said, I've seen a big pyramid mothership. I want to get this person on the show. I want to hear a story about a big pyramid mothership from user 9473. We need to get them up to over 50. I want to hear that story. I'm telling you, we have some great people here coming in on the show, and when I see their comments, I pull them out and say, wow, that's interesting. If they've seen a pyramid mothership, I think we all want to know about that one. Let's see here. Everybody follow 947-383-029-87927. That's a lot of numbers. Kit Kat's saying they can replicate the taste of any food we eat and won't have meat. And I like fried chicken, like challah fried chicken. So they can replicate it, even though it's a vegetable. It'll taste like fried chicken. So you'll still be vegetarian thinking you're eating a fried chicken. Pretty cool. Let's see here. Hey, Tara, thank you for that. Now TikTok's working. Now we're up to 304 where we should be. I want to hear about the Heather says, does the Astro Command support disclosure and people like Dr. Stephen Greer? The Astro Command off planet, my father and the space people, I don't think we've never asked them what they think about people like Dr. Stephen Greer on the Earth. I don't think they're really too concerned with those people. My father and all the other people on the ship, they're more concerned with getting the planet prepared for contact in 2026 on our Earth timeline. I'm not sure that they're concerned with Dr. Stephen Greer. We've never asked them, So I really don't know. One thing says I haven't even met for 27 years. Let me see that person. The person with the pyramid. Let's see how many followers that person has. The person with the pyramid who saw a pyramid ship. Can you say I'm here? With hey, Tammy, good to see you. The person that had seen the pyramid spaceship. Are you still here? Kit Kat. Welcome back, Kit Kat. Tara, thank you for the hat. Tar. Okay, good. I'm going to try to get that person on. They got 32 followers. So we got to get them up to 50. I want to make sure they can get on here. So everybody follow this person. I'm going to try to pin them up here. I'm going to try to, what's going on here with the pinning thing? It's not letting me do it. I don't know why. Okay, we're going to try this again. Oh, nope. I almost had it. Almost. So user 947, I just pinned his comment where it says, yes, everybody follow user 947-383-02-987927. I feel like, and just follow him or her, and we'll get them on the air, on the show here. I know we can do it. They had said they've seen a pyramid mothership. Now, I've seen videos of pyramid motherships in the last number of years that have been documented in different parts of the world. Not many of them, but I've seen some. And they're pretty amazing. A pyramid mothership, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, I think they're almost there. He's up to 44. Come on, folks. We got 264 people up here. He's up to 50. We're going to try to bring him on here. 51 people. Okay. I just sent you a request to come on live. It's, go and press it, save it, and we'll get you up here. We'll get you up here. You can come up now because you got over 50. So if you'll see something on your screen on TikTok. There you go. We got him on. We got him or she. He or she. We'll find out what's a guy or a gal in a minute. In just a moment. All right. Use the 947. Yeah. So what's your first name?
My first name is Eduardo.
Alana, good to see you. And what really caught my attention is you said you saw a pyramid mothership. Where are you located, and when did you see a pyramid mothership?
It was me and my brother. We wake up early to go get some donuts because my son wanted some donuts. So when we were coming back, there was like scattered showers, like big old clouds, and we right in front of the big dark cloud, there was this big old mothership shaped as the pyramid. You can see like shapes or windows, I don't know, but it was pretty close. It was like, and then it kind of noticed us that we were looking at it, and it went back into the cloud.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Did you take any pictures of it or any video?
No, I didn't have my cell phone in that moment.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It sucks because everybody that I tell about that pyramid, they think I'm crazy, but I'm not the only one that saw it.
Oh, there are other people?
Yeah, my brother saw it too,
yeah.
But my brother doesn't tell a lot of people because they think we're crazy.
It doesn't matter. You're not crazy. Where are you located? Are you in the U.S. or where are you?
Yeah, Rialto, California.
Oh, California. Okay. So you had the sighting in California?
Yes, sir.
And what year was that? Do you know?
It's like about 8 years ago.
8 years ago, and you obviously have a good memory, so you remember having the sighting.
Yeah.
Mhm. Did
And
you, whenever people have sightings on Eduardo, did you feel anything like when you're looking at a ship? When I tell people, when you're looking at a spaceship, pyramid ship, or whatever, do you ever feel like they know what you're doing and they're watching you?
yes,
You felt that, you and your brother?
yes, they knew we were looking at them because they went back into the cloud. Like they showed themselves and then they went back in there.
Wow.
It was like a big old cloud, but it was dark, like
Yeah.
really dark.
Yeah, so they're trying to stay cloaked in the cloud, but they want you to, they did allow you to see them for at least a minute or two, correct?
Yeah, we,
Hmm.
we were looking at them like for yeah, like maybe 5 minutes.
5 minutes. That's a pretty good, scope of time. And what did you feel? Did you feel like they were trying to show you they were there, but they were trying to contact you? Because when things like this happen, I always find when like two brothers or husband and wife or whatever are by themselves or with a certain group, a small group. A ship shows up. It's there for a while or 5 minutes. It's like, did anyone else see it? No, it's only our group or only the two people or only my wife and I. So,
Yeah.
do you feel like maybe there is? And again, I'm being hypothetical, Eduardo. Do you think you had a connection with those space beings that were showing their ship?
I did not feel like there was a connection. I think they were like, oops, they saw us and they went back in there. But I keep hearing like people saying that there's like a portal around this area that they come in.
So, where you are in that part of California, people have stated that there's some sort of a galactic portal where the ships come in.
Yes.
Have other people seen more than this kind of a ship in the area?
Yes, we've seen there was another occasion too around like after that pyramid there was another one where this thing looked like a snake and it was moving like a snake and it was white and it was during the day too
And it was
and
in the sky?
yeah we tried to film it but the phone wasn't getting it that well. It was
Hmm.
really high and that thing was like maybe like 2 miles long.
Oh, wow. 2 miles long.
It was pretty big, yeah. It was like moving like a snake. So I don't know if it was like something like a government stuff. So it kept going higher and higher.
Did it look like it was radiating like a pure radiant light, or what was it? What was it doing?
It was just moving like a snake and going up and higher and higher. We just didn't. We tried to film it. We didn't know what it
Couldn't
was. We
film it.
never
Yeah.
seen something like that.
Hmm.
It
So
was weird.
One of our audience people says, I saw a dragon-like snake thing in the sky last week. There's been a lot of reports of those kinds of things happening too. I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around it, what that is or what those things are. But there have been reports of that happening too.
Yeah, we were talking to some neighbors around here too, and then they were heading to work early in the morning, and there was one of the spaceships on top of a tree. When they went under the tree, the spaceship flashes on them, and it takes off. It takes off
So
really fast.
now, when you say did you say the spaceship was over the tree?
Yes,
Okay, so it was hovering above the tree, correct?
yes. They didn't
How high?
notice after. They didn't notice it was there until it started flashing.
Okay,
Once it flashed, it starts flying really quick.
yeah.
It flew
Well,
really fast.
well, that's the energy coming from the ship. So when the ship is changing, what is building up its energy, that's radiating the energy outside of it'll flash. The energy will get bright. It'll have like a radiance to it, and then it takes off. It just left the area, correct?
Yeah, it took off really
Yeah,
fast. That's what he said.
yeah. This other person in Mexico says 729. We saw it over Mexico. 729. Who's another person watching the show?
Wow.
Yeah. Whoops. Let me see
Yeah.
here. Well, interesting. Yeah, eventually, as you get higher numbers, you'll be able to go on camera. So once you get to about, I think, 500 on TikTok, you'll be able to come on camera too. Just to let you know.
There was another occasion with these neighbors here around the same time that we seen the pyramid.
Yeah.
The neighbors were saying that they were getting visited by little gray aliens, like little short with big heads.
Oh, those are called Zeta. They're not Greys. Greys is an Earth-based media term. They're actually called Zeta. The Zeta beings. They're small. Some of them are tall. What were these Zeta beings doing? Were they in California that this was happening?
Yeah, the same place where we saw the pyramid.
Really? So these Zeta beings, what were they doing? What did this other person who's seen these Zeta? Were they walk during the daytime? Was it nighttime? They were walking around. What was going on?
Nighttime. It was nighttime, and they were not letting this neighbor sleep. They keep bugging her, and then that was the one upstairs, and then the person downstairs. He also said that they visited him. They were right behind him, and he saw the shadow because there was a light behind him. He saw the shadow on the wall. When he turned around, wow. It disappeared like that.
So were any of these people abducted by the Zeta, or were the Zeta just watching them? What was going on with that?
I don't know. They didn't say nothing about getting abducted, but
okay.
But they were saying that it was weird that they were getting visited by little gray little.
Well, they're Zeta. They're space beings called Zeta. They're from the Zeta Reticuli star system.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and the Zetas come in different sizes. There are small Zetas and there are very tall Zetas, but they're lower VBTs. The Zeta are what we call a low vibrational extraterrestrial race of beings.
Another question, because a neighbor said that she was sleeping and she got visited by a big, it kind of looked like a reptilian.
Yeah, really reptilian, strong. Yes. Yeah, they're also
like
low vibe. Yeah, the reptilians are very low VBTs too. They have their own advanced spaceships, but they're not in the spiritual realm. They're very low VBTs. And what did she say happened with the reptilians?
She said that when she was sleeping, that thing appeared, and then she was getting shocked by it.
She was getting choked by one of the reptilians. They were choking her.
Yeah, that.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, it's not crazy. Some of these reptilians are like that. So the question is here, the reptilians are really low VBTs. They've done stuff on the planet with the Zeta, abducted humans over 70 years. They've been involved in that. And if anybody thinks out there, I'm not saying anybody does, and anyone in this program just watching to think it's not true, or you think this is not possible, then you need to wake up and get to know what's happening.
She said that it was tall and really strong. So.
Oh yeah. And so so what happened? How did she get out of that situation?
Somebody came in and that thing disappeared.
Oh yeah. Okay. Somebody came in, so it disappeared. So this Zeta was attempting to do. I won't say it. It was attempting to do something very negative to this person, this woman. Correct?
Yes.
She was really scared too. Yeah. So did the reptilian come back, or is that only happened to her once?
That only happened once.
Okay. So there are things people need to do to protect themselves. And when did the reptilian thing happen with this woman? Do you know?
¿Cuánto tiempo pasó? Como 10 años. Like 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Okay, so it was 10 years ago. So 10 years later, this person has not been attacked by any reptilians?
No. And it was on the same area too where we seen the pyramid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so do you think, well, I'm not saying the reptilians had anything to do with the connection with the pyramid ship, but do you think there are a lot of different ETs that are coming through the portal where you are?
I think so. Maybe it was during in that time that we seen it, but I don't know. It's just I haven't I haven't seen anything. I've been looking and I haven't seen anything yet.
Okay, interesting. All right. I want to thank you, Eduardo, for being here. You've shared so many experiences. I would tell your friend to make sure that they are protected.
How would they protect themselves?
The one thing they have to say is that they are a Christed being of light. And if they were on here with me, I'd put a protection around them because I can do things remotely with the palm of my hands here. But I would say that I am a Christed being of light. I will no longer be attacked by reptilians, and they cannot go near me or touch me. Simple as that. But again, if they have TikTok and they ever come on here, I can do some work with them and put a protection around their home, and it'll keep the reptilians. If they ever come back, it will keep the reptilians away from them.
Okay, I'm gonna follow you, and then I'll let you know if I hear anything else.
Yeah, if anything happens, let me know about it. I'll be happy to help you out.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Eduardo, nice to have you on for the first time. We're following Eduardo. Thank you, everybody, for getting him up here. Most definitely important. See, this is the thing. Now, that was 10 years ago that the reptilian attacked this woman. And this is exactly why, the Ashtar Command has been going after these low vibe ETs before contact happens. We want to make sure we get all the low vibe ETs off the planet, sent back where they came from. They can't come back here and do the stuff they did for the last 70 years or even 10 years ago. Okay? Eduardo, thank you, man, for joining us. We appreciate your stories. Welcome all the new people coming to Encounters. This is our late night spiritual talk show. We're on here from 11 p.m. Eastern till 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm your host, CmdrAleon. I am with the Ashtar Command. I also am a starseed, a Christed being of light, talk show host on WESU-FM. Leanna, thank you. On Sunday mornings, WESUFM.org. My show's on every Sunday. We have some great shows on WESU Reggae. I'm a big roots reggae person. We have some great people doing everything from Americana, you name it. We have all kinds of really cool shows on WESU. So you might want to check the station out. And let's see here. Little Chuck. Again, I am bringing guests on. You have to be over 18. No foul language. No smoking on the show, no vaping on the show, no drunks, no drinking, no drugs, no politics, no religion, and no paranormal discussion. Lil Chuck, I think it is. I'm going to bring them up. Our second guest on Encounters. Welcome, everybody.
Hello. No, I'm 60.
Hey, good evening. How are you?
So you don't have to worry about it. I'm old.
Okay, 60, you're old now. You're not old. At 65, you're still young. And so what's your first name?
Kathy.
Kathy, nice to meet you on the show here. And welcome.
Nice to meet you. I have a question, though. How come when I look at my blood type, it always goes to aliens? And I want to know what the heck my blood type has to do with aliens.
Well, I tell people they got to get off of the blood type thing. I've been asked that question ever since I came on TikTok.
Because I'm O negative.
There's no aliens, so aliens is a media-based Earth term created by our media. In terms of blood types, don't even think about it, because when it comes to when contact happens, it doesn't matter whether your blood is purple, orange, blue, or green. The most important thing people can do now is forget out the blood types, focus on meditation, focus on elevating consciousness, and that's the only thing you got to do. Don't even worry about blood types.
Yeah, because every time I look it up, it says alien, because I'm ORH negative.
You don't have to worry about blood types. People, you get too hung up on blood types, you're missing the boat. The most important thing you do is focus not on blood types, focus on inner higher self consciousness, elevating to the cosmic levels of consciousness, so that by the time contact happens, you'll be ready for it. So then, our space family, the people on the ships, they don't care what your blood type is. They don't. All they care about is the whole planet and humanity, all the animals, all the life on the planet. The blood type has nothing to do with it. So I want people that are thinking about blood types, turn that off of your consciousness. It has nothing to do with your relationship universally, and also with your relationship to your star family, whoever that is.
Yeah, my family's teased me for years because they're all O positive, and I'm the only one. They're like, you're an alien.
It doesn't make any difference. The less focus you have on your blood type, the better. And that goes for everybody out here that has questions about that. I've been asked that question ever since I came on TikTok, on my radio show once in a while. The blood type doesn't matter, folks. It's your relationship. It's a star seed. Everyone here is a star seed. The thing, what that means is you're related to somebody somewhere outside the planet Earth. Your star family, your biological cosmic family is somewhere out there. It could be Andromedan, it could be Sirian, Lyrian, it could be Palladian, it could be, it could be whatever it is, but the blood type has nothing to do with it. So don't even think
That's
about the
good.
blood type. Okay?
That's good to know. They should take it off Google then.
Yeah, well, Google should take it off because it's meaningless.
All right, that's all I want to know. I'm like,
And the
I've never been
commander,
visited by him, so I'm
the
pretty safe
commander,
here.
the commander says it like it is. I don't go, going on websites talking about blood types or this type or that type. I don't even care about it because I come from Mars. The Martians don't think about blood types. The Astronaut Command doesn't think about blood types. What we care about is relationships and, gathering of people together in oneness. That's more important
Well,
than blood types.
I think it's because we're the universal donor. We can to give it to anybody, but nobody can give it to us. So they kind of feed that in, and they the own egg, and they.
Yeah, people should not get too hung up on this or that, purple, blue, or green. You're here for a cosmic awakening. You're here more for the awakening of the planet, and your consciousness is here, and you're watching this show. That's more important than whether your blood type is purple. It doesn't matter.
All right, thank you. Thanks
you're
for
welcome.
the time. Thanks for the information.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate you, and I'm going to bring you down slowly. And I appreciate your viewership. And I want people not to think about blood types. I've been asked that question forever. People are concerned whether they have the right blood type to have a connection when contact happens. If they don't have the right blood type, they won't be contacted by the space people. Blood type has nothing to do with it, brothers and sisters. Your blood type is not important. Blood types only separate. So I didn't know that Google had a thing about blood types. It doesn't matter. Don't separate yourself and say, my blood type is this, so therefore I must be separated from everybody. It does not matter. I'll do a public service announcement. Blood types do not matter to space people. Let me just do this here. I've encountered King's son. We'll have to bring you up, man. Stick around here. Let's see. Rip, we're going to bring Rip up, our third guest on Encounters, No One Spiritual UFO Talk Show. I am totally amped up tonight, folks, and I'm enjoying all the people out there. Rip, welcome to the show. Are you still with us, sir? I don't know. I guess not. I thought we had a guest. All right, I'm going to bring up. Let me see what's going on here. King Sol, I think it's. King, I'm going to bring King up here. He had encounters with the Palladians. And King, you're our next guest. We're going to bring King up here. This is Encounters. You're watching the number one spiritual UFO talk show on social media. I'm host of NPR Pacific Radio on Sunday mornings, The Cosmic Eye. King Son, welcome.
Hey, brother, what's going on? How you doing?
Good to see you, brother, and welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. I caught your comment. Whenever I read comments of people, things I focus on. So you encountered Palladians. Did you encounter them in a physical way? Like, did they visit you or did you visit? How'd that happen?
So I used to work for Amazon. And so I was delivering to this home. And I've been delivering to this home, normally. But this time I kind of want y'all to see my face. Let me try to pull my camera up.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. If you got enough viewers, yeah, definitely. It's always nice to have people instead of the photo.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see me or not. Can you see me?
Not yet. If you press save, there you go. There you go. There's the Hollywood star. There you go. Oh, you got it.
Okay, cool. Let me get my lights. Okay, cool. Now, so I used to work for Amazon, man, and so I went to this house one day, and it was these people, dude. Two is a male and a female. They both came out side by side, and they were pale, and they were like their skin was so bright. It was like I couldn't really look at them in their face.
It's too bright.
It was their skin was pale, but like almost like it was bright, and it was like I can't really explain it. I didn't really know what I was experiencing. All I know is I couldn't look at them. I couldn't look at them eye to eye. And so when I got into my truck, into the van, I'm kind of like thinking to myself, like, what the hell did I see? What did I see? And Spirit told me those are Pleiadians. And so I
Yeah.
had never known what Pleiadians were. So when I heard Pleiadians in my spirit, I Googled Pleiadians and I like looked through images and I'm like, oh snap, this is the same
Yeah.
people I
Same
just saw.
people. And
Yeah, and so go ahead.
these Palladians, like I said, they're space people living amongst us all over the
Mm,
world. They came off the ships. They're living here. Not
yeah.
all of them, but you went up to a home with a package. They open the door. Their face is glowing. They're radiating light. You can't really look at them,
I
correct?
mean, they're not radiating light. Just looking at their complexion, it's like a glowing type of
A glowing thing.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
glow into their skin. And the crazy part about it, I tell people this all the time. I've even told my kids, and now that I tell my kids, they pay attention. But
yeah.
the area that I'm in, it's a lot of 'em. These people are tall, huge people. Women, men, babies, or they're all pale, like pale, pale, pale.
So
Now
there's
I could just be seeing a whole lot of pale people in one place, one
right. You
concentrated place,
could be. You could
but
be.
yeah, this is yeah, but
But
yeah, they're
you
the same.
you have an energy about you where I think you're awakened to the point where you can sense energy of other people. Like you can sense if they're really Earth human or not Earth human. Correct? I know you
Yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah. I can.
So in this neighborhood, whereabouts is this located? Is it whereabouts? Not
Uh,
specifics, but
about an hour and a half south of Austin.
Austin, Texas. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just this one couple. You say there were others that look like them,
Yeah, I believe
correct?
there's a whole colony of them. I actually believe there's a whole colony of them that is in this region. Like I said, I saw these two
Interesting.
people. I saw these two people at one time, and I was like, kind of. That was the first time I really was aware of
Yeah.
okay, there's something else here. And now, not so much today, but a lot of times I go around and man, from babies on up, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
pale, pale, pale skin, and it's
Mhm.
like and the women are really really tall and it's crazy it's crazy how they're built but it's different it's
Now,
different
how
I for me I
this
get along. I mean, go ahead.
what you're telling us is amazing. All over the world, people are watching what we're talking about. This is the
Mm.
first time I've heard a story like this, which I think is amazing. So, how tall are these people when you see them?
Man, the tallest person I think I've seen was about 7 foot.
7 foot. Okay.
The
Well,
tallest person
that.
and this was a woman. I mean, I know that they say that they're different sizes, they're taller than that,
Right.
uh
Right.
but man, this one particular moment when I saw these people, I knew I was seeing something I had never seen before.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll be 40 in a few weeks. And so, I mean, yeah, I'm not green to it.
Right.
Yeah, it's,
So when
these
you
people were different.
so when you went up to, let's say, the house, the people you that opened the door, they you would be looking up at them because they were taller than you, correct?
No, no. So the first people I encountered were like, they were taller than me. I'm 5'7". They were taller than me,
Okay.
of course. They
Okay.
wasn't huge, huge, huge.
Okay. All
But
right.
their hair was blonde, but they were really, really, really pale. And it was like I just, again, I couldn't look them in their faces. And so
Yeah.
at first I didn't really know what to make of it. And then, like I say, after I seen that, then I just start seeing different type of people everywhere.
Hmm.
And I
Hmm.
know people are different shades and different tones, but I
They
mean,
are
yeah, to be concentrated in one area is kind of,
kind of
yeah,
weird. It's almost if
yeah.
and now if they are living amongst us, which I believe there are space people that are living amongst us that came off a ship and they focused on, let's say, we'll go to Texas and let's all live in this neighborhood. And I believe it is possible that there are human space people from other planets living in a neighborhood. Like
I get
you know,
I kind of get more not of a neighborhood, but more of a colony.
a colony. Yeah, maybe
Colony is the
that.
way I want to. I mean, it's a regular neighborhood for us, but
Right.
the way I see it is more like to them it may be a colony. You know?
Yeah, it could be. That's a good terminology for it, or
Yeah.
community colony, where they all know each other. In that area, this is another question I have. That's very interesting. Have there been any spaceship sightings in that region over the years, or UFOs?
Not that I know of. I moved here in January, so I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
know.
that would
Yeah.
be something to check out. Because you live there. do
Mm.
some research in the local library if there are any UFO sightings in that part of
Mm.
Texas.
Okay,
Because
I'll check that
I got
out.
a feeling there's a connection.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but I'm feeling as we talk to each other, I
Mm.
can read energy. I think there is something going on there,
Yeah.
and there's been, and for the last ever since I was a kid in the '60s, I read the books about the contactees. Many of them are no longer here from the '50s and '60s contactee movement, and they would talk about my friend Omni Ondik. She wrote a book From Venus I Came. She came off a spaceship. There's a whole story about her. If anyone ever reads it, Omni Ondik. She's in Germany. She's a Venusian, and what they did is they come off the ship and they live amongst us. And she
Mm.
is Venusian and she's human, but she has a family here. She's probably in her 70s, but she's amazing. And so I do believe that there are space human beings that live amongst us. They live in our towns, they live in our cities. They could be working in the office where you work. They could, but they will look different. There's something about them that will be apparently different. And if you really notice them, you'll notice the difference in the complexion of their face. And
Mm.
sometimes you'll see, like you say, if you look at their a glow on the arm,
Mm.
how many humans have a glow on their arm, regardless of who they are? We
Mm.
have an arm. We might have a suntan or whatever, but do we
Mm.
glow? I mean, less.
Yeah.
I think that what you just said about the glowing arm thing earlier. I think
Mm.
that's an indication that obviously. Now, how do they? The times you've seen these people, what's the demeanor of the? Are they very pleasant? You say they have long blonde
Peace.
hair.
I felt I didn't feel at home. I didn't feel any danger. I didn't get any energy that it was negative.
Yeah, no, I know
Uh,
that.
it was almost like the energy I felt. It was no words were said, but the energy that I felt was like we're here to help. That's
Yeah,
the energy that I felt. I didn't hear. I
yeah.
mean, I didn't hear them say that, but the energy that I felt was like we're here to help.
I agree with you. I think all you have to do is feel the energy. You have the
Mm.
ability, brother, to be able to feel the energy, which is good. So you'll know. I mean, obviously, you felt that love energy coming from them. They didn't have to say anything. You just felt it.
Mm.
That's
Definitely,
really
definitely.
beautiful. That's a beautiful story. I've never heard a story like this since I've been on here.
Oh wow, it's
Of a
crazy.
colony of space people living in a colony in
Yeah,
Texas, but I do
yeah.
believe it. I believe everything you're
I believe
saying.
I believe that I believe that everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
me personally, I don't believe the Pleiadians are the only ones that are here. I believe that other beings is here as
Oh, there
well.
are. There's a
Yeah.
lot of different star people here. They could be Andromedans, they could be Syrians, they could be Lyrans. They live in
Mm.
our communities. They're all over
Yeah.
the world. They're not a big part of the communities of our planet yet, but when contact happens in 2026, you're going to see some beautiful things happen here.
Yeah.
How much have you watched the show? You into the show, or
This is
have
my
you?
first time running into you. Thank you, Sue, for following me. Yeah, this is my first time running
Oh,
into you. I just jumped on the
yeah.
live. You're the first person that popped up.
You're going to be addicted to this show. I've been on here. I was guided here from Facebook. I'm on
Mm.
radio on 21 years on NPR radio in Connecticut. I came out of the closet 21 years ago as an Ashtar Command person off planet Starseed. I came from Mars, which is a planet of 10 to 15 million humans. There was
Mm.
actually an article by a former NASA employee that there are humans on Mars. And I don't know how this former employee knew. He must have had top security clearance. But the fact is, there are Martians living on Mars that are human, and the Martian population is 10 to 15 million inhabitants right now. And
Mm.
I come from Mars. So I don't think Mars is the only planet I've come from, but I also am with the Ashtar Command. And, you're in a good place here. This show's on at 11 o'clock most nights. I might take a night off once in a while. This is the number one spiritual UFO talk show on social media. So I'm glad to have you find us because you're going to meet a lot of beautiful people here from everywhere, from all over the
Definitely.
planet.
Definitely.
Really,
Definitely.
so I'm very
Definitely.
honored to have you here, brother. It's really a pleasure to
Thank you.
have you here. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you for having me on, and I'll definitely be following you, sir.
I'm following you too. Your story was amazing. All my shows, folks, are on YouTube. So this show is being recorded. I have a big YouTube channel, Astro Command Spaceship News. So if you're new here, you can watch some of my old shows or night before shows. We've had always for the last year, we've had plenty of beautiful guests here. So thank you, man, for being here. That's a great story.
Gotcha,
Great
man.
story.
Appreciate you. Thank you,
All
brother. Have a
right.
good one.
You too. All right.
Uh,
King Sun's going down on the ship here. Now that's a story. So let's talk about that. We don't really get into that. There are people from other planets living on Earth. I'm not talking about like myself coming here from off planet into a human body. There are physical space people that live on our planet. Now, I don't know the numbers at all, but I do know they exist and they do live amongst us. They can be scientists, they can be teachers in your school, they can be poets, they can be singer-songwriters, they can be actors or actresses. In all levels of our society, there are definitely space people living here. Just so you know, no one's ever talked about that. I don't think I've ever talked about that, but I think it's a good thing to talk about in encounters that there are people. Thank you for all the gifts that are living on our planet. And when you meet them, like he said, they have a radiance about them. There's a certain level. He said they had blonde hair, and he says that it's like a colony. I believe that would be true, or a community. Thank you, Tar Sandra, like a colony. You know, it's really something to think about. I might have Kitty Mama, maybe. I've never really talked about space people living on Earth, but they do. Now, I didn't directly come from off planet, although it's a weird thing to say, it's not really weird. I came here on purpose with a human family that I was born into as a star seed. But my body is on a spaceship in stasis. But my consciousness, if you can understand where I'm going here, I can switch my consciousness from the consciousness of a talk show host into my Ashtar Command consciousness in 2 seconds. And I do. You've seen me do it. So I have the Earth-based consciousness to live on this planet, but I also have the Christed cosmic consciousness within my Ashtar levels to be the Ashtar person that I am. The direct, as like King said, this colony of people, they came from off planet. They have children. They live in Texas. I believe it. And like you said, they're everywhere. Well, it's true. There are space people living amongst us that came from off planet, and they live everywhere. They could be in Africa. They can be in Asia. They can be in the Netherlands. They can be in Scandinavia. They can be in the United States. They can be in Canada. They're everywhere. I don't know how many there are, but they do exist. You might have walked past one of those people on the street and would never know it, except for if you looked at each other, you would understand it. Yes, Lynn, I am familiar with Bashar. Jersey for Life, Tar. Thank you. I'm very familiar with Bashar. I don't always follow Daryl Anka's communications with him, but I am very familiar with him. I am definitely familiar. So we live on a world where there's so many things we don't know about our own planet. I always find it fascinating when we look at the Earth. When I was growing up, I used to think the Earth was just humans, Earth-based humans. That's all I ever knew. I mean, I grew up in the 60s. You didn't have only but 4 or 5, TV channels, and everything was a tube TV until things advanced. Everyone had a tube TV set, black and white and color. 4 channels, NBC, CBS, ABC, or wherever else was there, maybe some UHF channels. You had to play with the antenna. Now we've come in 2024, years later, we have all these different things happening. We have documentaries, we have all the things that have been, there are documentaries on space people, all kinds of stuff, books that have been written, and UHF, yeah. We have all these things, and what we have now is stuff like this with phones, with social media applications where we can go bypass the big networks that are run, and we can actually talk about these things as we're doing right now. Ghost, good to see you. Hello, world. Hello, world says I look at eyes. Eyes are the first thing you look at. If you look at eyes, you can tell if somebody's human or not human. In terms of, good fellow, we're not trying to ignore you. I didn't even see your comment because TikTok tends to filter things out. So don't think you're being ignored, anybody. Comments are going so fast, I am looking at them. It might have been whatever your question was. I might have missed it. So good fella, tell us what you were trying to say before. If it's being filtered out, I'll know. Because TikTok does filter questions. Ariel, good to see you. I got my apple cider. I will say I am addicted. I have an addiction. I do. I want to say right now, I'm addicted to apple cider. Yep. Hey, Marie, good to see you. And after midnight, Halloween will be over, and guess what we're going to be happening? We're going into a cosmic vibrational frequency switch. A cosmic vibrational frequency switch. What does that mean? Okay. So if you're addicted to apple cider, you can come on live with me. If you're addicted to apple cider, you can. That's not a problem. Okay. But seriously, after midnight, we're going into a switch. We're switching from Halloween, which is a different energy frequency. We're going into a Christed level of energy after midnight. And if you focus on that level of energy, you'll feel the switch in your physical body. Everybody will. It's going to be just a switch. Okay. And it's going to be really intense. And as we think about the intensity of that switch, you're going to feel as you have in your dream state, as you go into that Christed frequency, which is switching up. Hey, Sandy. Ryder, how? It's because when you go to sleep tonight, the one thing I want people to do, this is going to be an experiment. When you go to sleep, before you go to sleep, I want you to, at midnight, meditate and say, I am a Christed cosmic being of light, and I'm ready to accept the cosmic energies coming in after midnight. And when you say it in that way, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and tell me how you feel. I won't be on in the morning, but you can tell me how you feel when you come back on my live. I bet you're going to feel the energies. Comancho, feeling mine. Have you seen the Earth from space? Not yet. Good question. I will, though, when I go off planet with the other 4 people, I will actually be able to tell you about that. I will actually be able to experience it. Oh, it's after midnight already? I have no idea what time it is. You know, we're on till 1 o'clock. I am so timeless. I don't even think about time anymore. I didn't even know it was midnight. So let's say after 1 a.m., or wherever you are, after 1 a.m., when you do go to sleep, if you do go to sleep, just use that thing. I'm not even looking at the clock because I come from outer space. I don't think about time. I don't even wear a watch. That's how good I am with time. Yeah, so wherever you are, it doesn't matter. But before you go to sleep, just do that experiment. Whatever time zone you're in, just do that experiment. You know, it'll work for everybody. It doesn't matter where you are. Really doesn't. Good. I never wear a watch. I'm watchless. You know, a watch to me is something where I have to keep track of time. I never do, for the most part. Rumney Snow. I have seen the gods from the galaxies. All right. Good to have everybody here. And if you're new to this show, I hope you're having a good time here. We want people to feel relaxed on this UFO talk show. We have a lot of information here. Hey, Corey. Corey says, I've never been able to wear a watch. I wore it for a little bit in time when I was younger. I just felt I had to get rid of the watch. I couldn't do it. The watch was putting me into 3D time space, and I didn't want to be there. TikToker, good to see you. And everybody coming in here, welcome to the show. We've had some great interviews here. And if you have any questions regarding things that are happening with UFOs, with the contact, if you have over 50 people, you can come on and ask the commander questions. We love having guests on the show. I'm very open to having dialogue with our audience. And that's what I do on my radio show for the last 21 years. So, yeah, I'm also with the Ashtar Command, which is I'm a contactee. I did have contact when I was a kid with space people in light blue outfits. So I do have some experience here. I'm not a newcomer to the subject. I have a lot of knowledge in the area, and that's a good thing when you're doing a show, to have knowledge. I post daily about science and outer space. In the shadow of the moon. And good to meet you. Good to meet you. Let's see here. Ancient history, knowledge, science, controversial spirituality. So let me bring up In the Shadow of the Moon. I would like to bring you up as a guest. And I want to see where your head's at regarding space people and ancient ET areas and so forth. Well, this has been happening a lot on TikTok. I think there's some problems with TikTok lately. No problem, Nature. It's going to be on my YouTube channel, Ask Recommend Spaceship News. It'll be downloaded onto the channel. So if you missed any portion of the show tonight, I put all my shows on my YouTube channel, Ask Recommend Spaceship News. We're going to try this again. I think TikTok had a little bit of a glitch. In the Shadow of the Moon, we'll see if they want to come up. If you do decide to come up, you're invited to join us. Gail Bryart Palladian. Gail, are you saying that what you want to ask me about the Palladians? Gail, go right ahead. Joker Skate 24. When you say, do I have any names we should be aware of? In terms of Joker, can you elaborate more on the question? Hey, Kay Vernon. Welcome, Star Valley. Good to have you with us. Oh, space people? David Camp, let me see. I'm going to bring some people up here. Oh, you're camera shy? In the Shadow of the Moon, you don't have to be on camera. You can come on audio. You don't have to use your camera. So you don't have to use your camera. If I bring you up, just go on the multi-guest option. Without the camera, you can talk audio. I don't mind if you don't want to come on camera. We can just talk, on audio levels if you're willing to do that. So don't worry about the camera. You don't have to use the camera. There's a multi-guest option. You'll see it on your screen. Just press that. You can come on just audio. We'll just talk audio. Even though I'm on camera, you don't have to be on camera. Okay? If you decide to come up. Let's see here. Oh, Joker Skate. Okay. No, he was camera shy, Kev. That's all. That's fine. Oh, bigger names. Well, the space people, there's not like big. They don't consider themselves big names, but I can tell you, Ashtar is very well known in terms of a star person, space person. Ashtar does exist. Athena, she's a space person. She does exist. There's Soltech. There's a number of space people that exist. That many of the contactees of the 1950s and 60s got to meet when they were taken on flying saucers in the desert. I know these stories to be true because I've read most of the out of print books of these contactees and their stories before there was any internet. Have you heard of contact via dream state? Yes. Yes, so people do have what they call a cosmic dream, Comancho, and in that dream state, they have met their star family through dreams. So when they have a cosmic dream and say, well, I was on a ship, I met this woman and man, they said I was part of their star family, they were from planet so-and-so, they're actually having a physical experience, although it seems to be a dream, they're not really dreaming. They're really having the experience. So yes, I have heard of contact via dream states. I call that the cosmic dream state. Mills Lane, does the food replication technology work on liquids? I don't know. I'm assuming it does, but I'm not really sure. I don't think so. Fugly Duckling, I don't believe so. Yes, Anna MDK. Anna, we're going to bring you up here. I'm very random. You'll find on my show, I just choose people to come up. You got to be over 18. No foul language, no drunks, no drinking, no vaping on the show, no smoking, no religion, no politics, and no paranormal discussion. And Annie, welcome to Encounters.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're glad to have you on. I do this all the time. I randomly put people up here. Can you come on the camera?
Let me try. Let's see. Can you see me?
Yes, we can. Welcome to
Hello.
our #1 spiritual UFO talk show in the whole world. So you're on Encounters. Glad to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks.
And tell us a little about yourself. You're asking about the Arcturians. I suppose, without being hypothetical, without assuming, you have some knowledge about the Arcturians. A little
Yeah,
bit.
the last 2 years has been kind of crazy for me with just like so much UFO information, and I don't know if I'm able to mention this, but it started from a psilocybin trip. That was the first time I'd ever taken anything like that. But since then, like just a lot of information has kind of been coming through to me. A lot through dream state, mostly. I have a lot of UFO dreams, and they're always over bodies of water.
Hmm.
And a lot of these dreams too involve like kind of tsunami kind of visuals, like just like very big waves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what to make of it, but that's been happening. Yeah, that's been happening for the last like 2 years now. But I've actually, for the first time last month, saw a UFO.
Oh, wow,
And I'm
really?
like, yeah, so it's kind of like, it felt like the dreams were pre-contact, kind of getting me ready for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in Canada last month and I was stargazing. I think it was like 2 a.m, really clear night. And I was with someone. So like my friend also saw it, which was really like a nice confirmation.
Wow.
But we were laying on the grass looking up. I actually had AI make an illustration of this because it's kind of hard to explain. Like, so I was looking up at the sky, and I see kind of this line of light appear, and then emerging from it was like half of a UFO. So it kind of was like it uncloaked like halfway, and then the part that was cloaked still was like rippling. It was like distorting the sky is what it looked like. And as soon as I looked at it and saw kind of that whole thing I explained, it went phew, like right over my head and went away really fast. But yeah, so like I'm just like, it's just crazy.
Now, it's not really crazy. So when you saw that spaceship, did you feel that they were watching you? And I always ask people this question because I feel it to be true. And I know I'm going to get that answer from you. Did you feel in some sense in your heart that they were viewing you?
Yeah, 100%. Especially because I felt very connected to them through my dreams. And one thing I'll say too is that my friend and we had been laughing a lot. Like it was a very high vibe night and just very joyful night. We had gone on some hikes that day, like in touch with nature that day. And any time before that I'd been stargazing, I think I was more in a vibe of like, oh, I really like, I've been having these dreams and I'm like kind of more in a desperation kind of feeling. So that was kind of the difference for me, where I was more in a joyful state.
Yeah.
So I always took note of that. Yeah. Yeah. So it was amazing, but I did feel, I did feel like they knew I like, there was definitely a connection for sure.
Sounds like a beautiful thing. One of the things, and have you wanted to reconnect with them again? You remember what the ship looked like, obviously, right? It's ingrained in your consciousness, right? So how would you like to make contact with them?
I mean, I would love that. I feel like every night before I go to bed too, I say that. I'm like, I want to connect with my star family. I don't know if it has something to do with like programming I still have in me, or if it's just not time yet, but there's not like a being that I see or anything like that, or like, any audio or like visuals. What I will say is lately I've been trying to astral travel more and do meditations before bed. And a visual I have been getting is being in the stars. And underneath me, it's a very, it's like a see-through ship. Like it's cloaked.
Yeah.
so which is beneath me. And so when you, because I was watching a little bit earlier, when you said that you're able to switch to your consciousness, that the Ashtar command, like that
Yes.
consciousness, that
Yes.
actually resonated a lot with me. And because of that visual that I get before I go to sleep. So I'm wondering if maybe that's kind of, I'm starting to make that connection to that portion of me. But
Yes. So here's something interesting. This is interesting. How would you like me to do something for you on the show that will help you make contact with your space family?
I would love that. I would really love that.
I didn't know that I was going to do this, people. See, I have abilities that my father gave me on the ship recently. And my father, they watch me on TikTok here. They have a monitoring screen on the Astro ship. They're watching everybody's comments. They're watching right now. All of you don't know this. You are being viewed on outer space in one of our ships. They have a monitoring system, and they're monitoring my show. They monitor Friends with Furries when she's live and my show, and they're watching everybody in here right now. So you're being watched by the Astro Command right now, just to let everybody know, whether you believe it or even know or even understand it, or even believe that it's happening. When I tell you it's happening, understand it's happening. So I'm going to do something for you. This is what I've done so many things here with my gifted abilities. I've taken out implants remotely with people. But I've never done this, and this is going to be something beautiful, I think. I have a feeling this will help you. So I'm going to help you remember how to contact your star family, and you're going to feel an energy. So this is going to be a beautiful thing for me to do. I'm going to do it with the palm of my hands here. I want you to close your eyes, please. And what I'm going to do is activate your consciousness to connect with your star family, and then it's going to be up to you to make the connection. All I'm going to do is activate it. Give me a moment. I'm switching consciousness now, folks. You're seeing me as who I am. I'm switching consciousness now. She'll be able to connect with her star family through telepathy. We're going to activate and unblock the areas. Tell me when you start feeling energy. Take a deep breath in a couple times. Breathe out of your nostril. When you're done doing that, let me know. So I'm going to gift her with the ability to make contact. Okay.
Okay.
Now you should start feeling energy coming around your head. When you start feeling the heat, let me know.
Yeah.
It's really okay. I'm going to be opening her consciousness up. What I'm doing to her is I'm going to activate her cosmic consciousness on a very high level. Starting tonight, when she goes to sleep, she'll be able to have contact mentally with her star family if she so wishes to. Keep your eyes closed, please. All I'm doing is working on her brain area, her consciousness area. Man, there's a lot of heat coming from my palms now. It's really strong. You're a beautiful soul. I'm working in my Ashtar Command consciousness, people. And I am CmdrAleon. In my space body, I am about 3 feet taller than I am in my human body here. I'm going to shoot an energy in that's going to open a part of your brain. For a second, you're going to have a glimpse. This is interesting. You're going to be seeing some space people for a moment in your vision. When you see them, let me know, please. Just a glimpse. Just a glimpse.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see them now?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what they look like?
They're blue. Small nose, bald head. I'm feeling a lot of energy on the right side of my head. and they're doing hand movements like this.
One of them is going to speak to you through your consciousness. Give me a moment. A female will speak to you now. Listen for her voice. When you hear a voice, let me know.
Yeah,
You hear a voice?
I do.
What has she said to you?
She said my name. She said, Annie, you are light. There's like a lot of energy in my heart center.
What I'm doing, everybody, is I just opened up her consciousness for direct contact with her space family. You're seeing this for the first time on my show. I am working in my Ashtar consciousness now. My name is CmdrAleon. I am also a space person. You're fully activated, sister. You are blessed. You can open your eyes now.
Ooh. That was a lot of energy.
Yes.
I'm like, I can feel my heartbeat like in my whole body right now.
You now will be able to connect with them. Give me a moment. When I close my eyes, people, I'm getting communications. They will visit you soon. I am told they will visit you soon. You'll have a physical contact. And hold on a moment. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. She wants to speak with you, the woman on the spaceship. She's going to ask you a very important question regarding visitation. Listen carefully and then tell me what she says. When you receive the answer, please tell me.
What I hear is a question for me is, are you ready for your mission? And then visually, I'm seeing a beach. And I'm feeling like that's where I'm supposed to meet them.
Is there a beach near you?
Yeah.
If you listen to her, she will tell you where to go, and you'll be between you and her. This is a personal journey for the moment. The space woman will meet you with her ship at a designated time at the beach, and you'll be gifted the opportunity to go on their ship. That's what I'm being told.
Oof.
Yes.
I can feel it. I can feel everything in my body.
Yes.
That's a lot of energy.
Yes. So what you're seeing right now, folks, is not me just doing a talk show. Like I said, I'm not from this world. I am human, but I'm also a space being in human form. Do you understand? I'm now speaking as CmdrAleon, the space being. You're a blessed and you're a beautiful being of light.
Ooh. Wow. Thank you.
You're a blessing. You will meet her. You'll communicate with her telepathically in your consciousness tonight. She will, give me a second. You'll coordinate the meeting time at the beach. It'll be safe. Is the beach a good space?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why she wants you to meet her at the beach. When they come, you'll be able to go on their ship physically, and they will take you to where they come from. You'll experience their world, I understand. So you're being very blessed and gifted with this.
Ooh. Thank you so much.
Yes, give me a moment. I need to realign my energy here. Please, a moment, everybody. I want to do this also. I want you to say these words. This has been the most interesting thing for me, that I've never done this before. I've done all these other things with my gifts, but I've never done this before. So I want to thank my father on the ship. Give me a moment. Close your eyes, please. I want you to say, I am a cosmic,
I am a cosmic,
Christed
Christed
being of light.
being of light.
I am love,
I am love,
and I look forward to meeting the Star Woman.
I look forward to meeting the Star Woman.
She hears you. She also sends her love to you, as you already know. You will meet her on the beach. I don't know exactly when this will be. You'll actually communicate with her telepathically now. I've opened up your abilities to communicate beyond Earth. You'll be able to transmit your thoughts to her, and she can transmit her thoughts to you. You have direct contact with each other. You know that now, right?
Yeah, I felt it.
Okay, good. Yes.
It's like traveling down my body right now.
Yes.
I
You're
can feel
not
it going
blocked
to my
anymore.
root.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely not blocked anymore. And if there's anybody in my audience that doesn't think this is a good thing, I will knock you right off the show. Because what I'm doing is very, very accurate. Understand, I don't come from this world. I have no limitations or fear. I come here in complete love of the planet, of everyone on the planet. Understand. Look how beautiful you are. You're a beautiful soul.
Thank you so much. So are you.
Thank you. And I want you to do a follow-up with us when you finally have your first meeting. When you feel ready, you come back and you tell us of your experience on the ship.
I will. I will do that.
Okay, Annie, many blessings to you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
I am so happy to have had you. I had no idea I was going to do this. I've never done this with my gifts to my father. You're the first person I've done this with. I am so honored to do it and very humble.
Yeah, that was very special to me as well, and I felt all of it. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're a blessing. I can say you're a blessing 1,000 times because it would be true.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to let you off here and you let me know what happens, okay?
I will. Thank you.
Okay. It's been an honor to meet you. I'm going to bring her down. I'm working my Ashtar Command consciousness right now. I'm not working my talk show consciousness right now. I'm speaking in Ashtar Command consciousness right now to the people of Earth. Yes. So for people that are new to my show, you're going to learn the reason why this show is so popular, not because I'm just a regular person interested in nuts and bolts UFOs. I'm not from this world. I am human. I'm a starseed in the most defining terminology of that word. I remember who I am, and I will be meeting with 5 other people, my father and mother and 2 sisters and brothers soon on a spaceship. I also want to tell you, and I'm speaking in my Ashtar Command consciousness, that I said this before, there will be contact on Earth in 2026. The year 2026 will be the year of contact. It is important that people focus and be here. When you see me live or Friends with Fairies live, it's important that you tune into both of us. It's very important. As time gets closer to 2025, as we get into 2025, I'm sure there's going to be many more people hitting both Friends with Fairies live and my live here on the main show here for encounters to learn about what's happening. And of course, we'll still be doing the regular interviews with people about their sightings and all the things we love to do here. But it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning, brothers and sisters. Do you understand? One thing I can do here, either you'll feel it or you won't feel it. I'm going to do this right now for all the people on the show here. I'm going to do something on a global level right now on the show. I'm going to do it right now. What I'm going to do, and I don't assume that every single person here is going to feel it, but I do understand if you all close your eyes and do actually close your eyes and follow what I'm saying, you will feel it. If you don't close your eyes, you won't. But if you do, honestly, take my directions of what I'm going to do here, you will feel the energy that I'm going to shoot into the show that every single person will be able to feel. So if you're ready, I want everyone to close their eyes here. I want all of you to take a deep breath 3 or 4 times as you're here watching me. And as you watch me, I want you to relax. I want you to find a place where it's quiet. If you're in a noisy room, find a quiet room, a place where it's quiet. What I'm about to do is send an energy of light to every single person around the world who's in this room. And if you follow what I'm doing in my directions, you will feel it. If you don't, you won't. If you're closed up, tight, you won't. If you're willing to let go of your belief systems, you will. Are you willing to do that? Okay, let us begin. Again, I'll be using the palm of my hands that I've been gifted with the energy into my palms to do what I'm doing. I'm going to test this ability, which I've never done, to see how I will affect your consciousness. Close your eyes, please. I'm going to start shooting energy in about a minute or so or less. I'm going to beam energy, invisible energy of light into everybody's body all over the planet. Again, I'm working in my Ashtar Command consciousness, not in my talk show consciousness. Levik, thank you. Keep your eyes closed, please. Now I'm going to start shooting energy all over the planet into your consciousness of your brain, which will go into your cellular structure of your whole body. This is a global energy of light. Keep your eyes closed, please. Make sure you're taking the deep breaths in and out of your nostril. When you're relaxed, please stay relaxed. I'm just going to keep my palms here so you can see them. Keep your eyes closed while you're getting your eyes closed. In 1, 2, 3, I will beam energy of light into everyone's consciousness or your brain area. I will unblock the blocked areas of your brain in 2 seconds. This is going to be the first step into conscious awakening. When you go to sleep tonight, many of you will, for the first time, be able to have a clear consciousness, and you'll be able to clearly focus on telepathy and practice through meditation on connecting with your star family. Do you understand? I am CmdrAleon of the Astro Command. If you can't do it, that's okay. There's no such thing as you can't do anything. You can. You have to let go. And eventually you'll be able to let go. Maybe not tonight. I'm now shooting energy through the broadcast here to every single person around the world. No, I'm not holding any symbol up for anybody. I'm just putting my hands together and I'm shooting the energy of light into the room. I'm beaming lots of energy into the room, into every part of the world. As I speak, I send my love to each and every one of you unconditionally. Understand the love that the Ashtar Commander has for every single life form on this planet is endless. Completely endless. No ego, no want, no need. Do you understand? You are loved all. You are very much loved, more than you know. As I get closer, I'm going to be amping up the energies in more in a minute. In 1 minute, I'm going to shoot the energies in, a really strong energy. Keep your eyes closed. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Give me a moment. You may open your eyes when you feel ready to, and let me know how, well, there's over 500 people here, so you should be feeling a lot different. Quantum lover, I don't feel good. I'm sorry to hear that. Beautiful. And like I said, the energies will affect people differently. I don't expect everyone to have the same feeling. And we're not trying to tell everybody they have to. Thank you, Peter. And yes, you might feel sleepy too. That's fine, Jerry. Feeling sleepy is naturally fine. You're all beautiful souls, as you know here. Also, what I just did is going to clear your mind out as you go to sleep tonight. If there's anything that was blocking you, by morning, you're going to feel a lot different. When you wake up, you're going to feel really, really different. You're going to feel a beautiful sense of energy. What I did is I worked on the brain area of all the human beings in this room to unblock any blockages you might have to limit you from understanding what's going to happen. Now you'll be able to go forward every day without any fear, any doubt, and you'll all be able to move forward to understand what is going to be happening is beautiful. And that is my gift to everybody in this broadcast. That's my gift to you, all of you. Do you understand? I look at you all over the world as beautiful souls, every one of you. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you. Some of you I don't even know yet. It doesn't matter. You're here. Whether I've met you for the first time or many times, we're all together in this together. We're all communally together in this together as one. I will say to you that I love you more than you even know. Again, I am acting now in my Astro Command consciousness. I'm not just talking as a talk show host. In this consciousness, I love you. I love you anyway, whether I'm the talk show host or not right now. I love all of you. I hope you love yourselves as much as I love you. Thank you, Jerry. Tahar. Yes, we got to get that in there. Got to get that in there. You're welcome, Sue. When I give a Kit Kat, thank you, Tahar. When I give a gift like this, Tahar. DM, thank you for the roses. When I give a gift like this to everybody around the world, I do it unconditionally. Brianna, Tahar. Tahar. There's a reason why I do the Tahar thing. Tahar. Jerry 501X. Tahar. Oh gosh, I just reached my goal. I'm over my goal. Tahar. Thank you, Hope, for the, let's see here. Excuse me. But it's good to be here. I just want you to know, and thank you for the heart, that my gift to you is unconditional. When contact happens, there are many things you're going to learn from us. Many things. Many beautiful things. You're living in just the right time on Earth. Many of you are. Many of you who are grown into this planetary system have never known that this was going to happen. Whoever thought in the year 2024, going into 2025, into 2026, that you would actually physically, for the first time in your life, get to meet people from other planets of peace and love and light. But now you're going to be able to do that. Every one of you. Every single person. I tell you this in truth. I tell you this in light. And the voice of my vibration of my voice tells you this in truth. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you. I've been waiting a while to gift everybody on my show here. I've been just waiting for the right moment to do things that are going to convince you that these things are real. I didn't want to do these things right away because I didn't want to freak people out. My goal is to gently show you that this is real, that we are real, that you are real, that we're in this together. As I said, my space family is watching on the ship right now. They're watching everything I'm doing. They're watching every view, every comment, every person. They see all of you as I do. All of you. Oh, I just got scared. Who scared me? I'm Jersey for life. I'm just kidding. She sent me a boo ghost. Right now, in the state of consciousness I'm in, there's nothing more that I want for love for everybody on the planet. Can you feel the vibration energy of what I say? If you do, then you understand. Every animal, every mammal, all life in the oceans and seas, we love all life forms. Wow, my eyes just got, now I'm scared again. Oh, blessed, you just scared me with the, but that's okay. Thank you so much for these gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm not afraid of ghosts as long as they're on here. I like that. Live on air. I've never seen that before. So soon we'll be going with April, Friends with Furries 1111. We don't know when we're going, but there are Kit Kat, myself, Johnny of the Third Kind, and Chesno. You'll get to know us more when the five of us together go on the spaceship of the Ashtar Command. You'll get to know. We'll come back to Earth and we'll share with you, as April has over 100 times, what is happening. We all work together very beautifully. We all work together, and the most important thing now is getting prepared. Walk the walk, work your earth life, whatever you do during the day for your work, earth job. I've never seen that before. Thank you for the media showers. Thank you. I know it's not always easy to be on this planet doing what you do every day. Some of you are working, some of you are retired. I work during the day, a human job like anybody else. I have crystals at my desk, and thank you. Oh, thank you. Here I am without my glasses on here, so I use these just for. Thank you so much for the gift, Kit Kat. Thank you. But as I look at you with my eyes without the glasses on, I can see you most beautifully, each and every one of you. And as you hear the volume of my voice, you can hear the patterns of vibrational energy that I'm transmitting to you. Do you understand? I can look all of you all night, and I can see you. I do see you. In some cases, I don't have to say a word, and we'd understand each other. I can sit here, say absolutely nothing, and we would understand each other. Without words, just energy. Oh my gosh, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate them very much. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Ghostkin. Thank you for that. Cam Sparkles, you're very welcome. Thank you again. Kit Kat, thank you. Gosh, Gina, thank you. And Kit Kat is one of the 5 that will be going off planet with me in April, Chesno, and Johnny of the Third Kind. You'll be hearing a lot about us soon. You'll be hearing a lot about us. And eventually, when contact happens, and I will share this again, when contact happens, the Ashtar Command has, and the Council, selected me to speak before the people of Earth briefly. They'll take me on the ship. I'll be wearing a spacesuit. I'll be sitting in a chair, so to speak, in a room. I believe in my dreams, it's like a white room, a comfortable room with monitoring screens. They can monitor our planet. And at that point, when contact is going to happen, my understanding is that we'll take over all the transmitters on the planet of every radio and TV station and other intercommunication devices. And you'll be able to see me, and I will be speaking and having my words translated into a translator in every language on Earth. So my voice will be translated into various languages on the planet. Do you understand? So I'll basically be visually on everybody's TV screen, cable channel. You'll see me all over the world speaking to over 8 billion people. This will be happening before contact, or right as we get closer, I'll understand it more, but right towards the contact. After that is presented, the way I understand it, and I'm so glad that my sister April was able to take time to talk about this on her live the other night. Evidently, the spaceship will be over Washington, D.C. When contact is going to happen, the spaceship will be over Washington, D.C. I don't know how high up it'll be. It'll be probably up there in the sky. And that will be hovering over the nation's capital. That's the little I do know at the moment. Yes. I was just in my talk show mode earlier. I'm still operating in my Ashtar Command consciousness. Like I said, I switched my consciousness. Yes, the spaceship will be visible to everyone. The spaceship will be visible. When the ship appears, everything will be in place. There will be no problems. There'll be no problems with the Earth-based Air Force or anything on the planet. Everything is in place to prevent them from, at that point of contact, they will not be doing anything. Just tests. Why have some been chosen through the years while others haven't? I don't know, honestly. I think I never knew anything. I was a contactee since I was a kid in the 60s, but I've had many sightings of spaceships. I never knew this was going to happen in my whole life. I never would have dreamt this was going to be where I was going to be in 2024. Everything is connected. I think everybody is connected. I don't know how it works, but we are all connected to our biological star family, which happens to be all on the same ship, which is very unusual. Kit Kat's family, my family, Chesno's, and Johnny of the Third Kind all have family on this big spaceship. And we all live in the same region of the planet, which is kind of interesting. All of us in the Northeast. How's that work? You come on TikTok, I create the show, and the next thing I know, I'm meeting everybody, including my friend April in Vermont, Friends with Furries, and finding out that we're all working together, which is true. We're all connected. We all have family on the spaceship. How does that work? It's a synergy of energy that's so beautiful about this. And all of us are humble people. None of us have any egos or anything, so not sure how it works. Not sure. Great question. It's going to be the beginning of 2026 command show. It's going to be the beginning of 2026 when contact will happen on Earth. The year 2026. And there's something saying zero evidence. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Marty something. I love comments that I can't have a relevance to what they're talking about. Zero evidence of what? Let me see here. Yeah, Bronzester. Yeah, 2025 will be more increased sightings. Absolutely correct. they're going to be gradually showing themselves more and more as we get into 2025. You're absolutely correct about that. Just Test says, my dad started at age 6. Catherine says, I'm ready to be on the ship with my brothers and sisters of light and love. I am ready to serve. Blue Eyes says, Galactic Federation helping clean up the Earth. Oh, well, the Galactic Federation, it's not really so much that. The Ashtar Command is the overseer of all the councils of light throughout the multiverse. So it will be the Ashtar Command, which represents everything, that will have Earth humans also working with the command to help clean up the planet. Catherine Miller says, I have vivid dreams of them. Peggy says, everything happens for a reason. Okay, so Miss Daniels, good to see you. You're from Mars. Why would you have to wear a spacesuit? I'm confused. Because the breathing of the air on the ship is different than the Earth air. That's why we have to wear a spacesuit. The air is very different on the spaceship. And wearing a spacesuit is what I'll be wearing. I'll be able to breathe. I'll be wearing some sort of a spacesuit. Tana has, I have a spaceship right above my house. I have seen it shine and it lights in my room from time to time. Interesting. Flies, I'm on the West Coast. And yes, Bree, the 5 of us are all on TikTok. We all met. And the thing is, it's with my talk show here, after coming from NPR radio, on the radio side of it, I decided to start the show here. I was on Facebook for many years. I still am. And that's how we all met. I interviewed all these people, and we're all connected. So synchronicity is the word I would say. Synchronicity, Bree. Carr says, take me with you. Nora Zora, thank you. Jard, thank you. I've always felt connected to them. Yeah. So right now, and Blessed Mom, you're right. Contact is happening now for individuals, not collectively yet. Not collectively yet. User 869 says, will it happen at the same time or individual contact? It will be happening individually for now, but when we get towards major contact, it will be something that globally will be, everyone will be participating. Catherine, thank you. She says, I helped the severe pain I was in. Thank you. Okay. Malkanite, good to see you. You have a question. Let's see here. What's your question? Nora Zor, thank you for the bolts. Hopefully, yes. I guess I did galactivate all of you. And it's the first time I've done that, so I'm finding out a lot about my gifts here. Blessed Mom says, many are being contacted now. 2026 may be full contact worldwide. Yes. Yvonne Gordon, my only sighting was in 79 and then never again. So Yvonne Gordon, no worries. If you focus on doing meditation, take time to do that. Focus on your inner meditation guidance for about 20, 30 minutes a day. Focusing on saying, I am a Christed being of light, and I'm focused, and I wish to connect with my star family. Those key things, like a mantra, use it as a mantra, and eventually, in time, you will make contact on an individual basis with your star family. Whoops. The environment, I understand the question. There will be, as contact happens, the cleaning up of the environment. Thank you for the follow. I am actually not Tom. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. There will be a cleaning up of the environment. That will happen. You know what? I'm actually so excited. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't know why I just said that. I am excited for the weekend. The week is almost over. I hope you're excited too. Harold, thank you for the share. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Yes, Comancho, humans are actually 95% of the universe. They're very common, but the humans from other planetary systems are taller than the humans on Earth and are men and women that have children just like on Earth. They do procreate and have beautiful families, and they live in a very different way. Very different way. They live in harmonious relationship with the Creator, with all of oneness. They work in love always. November 1st. Cynthia, on the spacecraft, aren't they more advanced? Why do you need a spacesuit? Because I live on Earth. I'm an Earth human. I don't come from their environment, so we need to wear a spacesuit. That's why. No, religion is not common in the universe. Only on planet Earth. It was created. On your planet Earth, you created all these religions and all these separations, but on the other planetary systems, there are no religions. They have no religions. They all have an understanding of the Creator, and they all operate in Christ consciousness. There are no religions on other worlds, only on Earth. Bree, you're not being blocked. I see you. You're right here. I can see you, Bree. You're not being blocked. I don't know that they would call them nanotech suits, but they are space suits. They're way different than NASA. They're more comfortable, and they don't look like anything like the NASA spacesuits. Bree, I'm going to bring you up on the show. I'm taking Bree. I'm going to bring you up live. I think you're being filtered. So Bree, come on up to live on Encounters. Just accept the request to go live. Press the save button on your side of it, and I can bring you up, hopefully. I believe, hopefully. Slay, thank you for the lights. I appreciate that very much. No, a Tyler Bond abductees are people that have been abducted. I am not from this world. I've never been abducted ever. I'm a contactee. I'm a starseed, meaning I'm from another world. I'm consciously with the Ashtar Command. What else? I have never been abducted, never will be abducted. I'm not an abductee. I'm actually, if I were into my space body right now, I'd be about 9 feet tall, thinking about 8 feet tall. But I'm not an abductee or been abducted. Okay, all these people are being filtered. So let me see, Raz, I'm going to try to bring you up. Raz, come on up. I don't know why TikTok is filtering people. Let me see here. I'm going to try to bring Nino or Serena. Let's see, Nino. Again, you have to be over 18. No foul language, no smoking on the show, no vaping on the show, no religion, politics, or paranormal on the show, no drunks on the show, no kids on the show, and you have to, again, be over 18. Actually, I'm getting 2 people on at once. I think I can handle this. Let's see. We have
Hello.
Roz and Nino. So good evening to both of you.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing well. And yourself?
I'm doing good. I'm learning a lot of stuff. This is the first time you popped on my TikTok.
Well, welcome to Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show. And also, Roz, welcome to the show, Roz.
Hello.
Hello, good to have you with us. I think there's some filtering going on TikTok. We can hear you.
Hello?
So I'm going to let Roz, I want you to go first, then I'm going to talk to Nino, and I'll interact with both of you. So go right ahead.
Can you hear me?
I've tried to ask you questions for a while.
Yeah. Hold
Wanted to
on.
know if anyone. has experienced seeing any rectangular UFOs or ships. I
Yeah,
had
so
that
there.
experience in 2019.
Oh, you did.
Yes,
And what
it was
happened?
in the daytime. I was driving on a state highway, headed to a dentist appointment, and an interstate crosses the state highway, I-20. I'm in Georgia, and there was this rectangular black floating object in the air, and I looked to see if there was any planes around, something pulling, like it might have been a banner behind, and there was nothing there. And my daughter was with me, and she saw it, and it was really pretty wild. I wasn't scared or anything. I was like, "What is that?" And we really think if it wasn't a UFO, it had to have been some type of portal
Hmm.
coming through. I don't know, but someone
How?
actually got it on videotape
Really?
and sent it into MUFON. On about 20 miles up the road from there in Conyers, Georgia. I was on my way to Social Circle, Georgia. But pretty cool. But I've had
Yeah.
experiences since I was very young. With astral projection,
Hmm.
travel from the age of 5, just going on, and many, many dreams of, well, in 73, when there were all of the UFOs that were the sightings going on then, I guess I was around 8 years old at that time. We, watched those and saw them, but my whole family, we've all had experiences. And
Oh,
then we
wow.
have dreams about it. And I've dreamed that I've flown the UFO. And that I was supposed to go to the planet, and it's called Centaur. And I don't even know if that planet actually exists, but I'm supposed to teach there.
Hmm.
But it was really cool flying the ship.
You're going to have to connect with my friend April, Friends with Furries 1111, when
I
she's
am
on.
connected with her, but we haven't
Oh, good.
spoke to each other yet.
You'll get to. She is my sister up in Vermont, and our families on the ship have known each other since we were kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
You're
I
awesome
did
too.
have a
I love
brother-in-law
your
that
stories.
was,
Yes.
well, my brother-in-law always told us if we couldn't find him that he would be with the command. So we don't know. Haven't talked to him in probably 10 years. So not sure if he's already up there with everyone or
Well,
not.
you can always meditate and learn to use telepathy to communicate with your brother, with him, and see if you can communicate with him. That can do a lot of things if you learn how to use that ability.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah. I love your stories.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming up here. I don't know why they're being filtered on here, but I get people on here when you're filtered. I bring you up here so I can actually have the conversation, which I appreciate.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Raz,
Great. Okay.
and keep us in tune. If you have anything
Thank you.
happen, let us know. Okay.
I will, definitely.
Okay, everybody. I'm going to bring you down off the ship here. Let me see. I'll do it gently here. I'll knock this thing here. All right. And we're going to have Nino. Nino, are you there? Is Nino still with us? Nino? I don't know what happened to Nino. He was here. Nino, are you still with us? Let's see. We have a couple people here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Nino, good evening. And we're going to focus on you. Tell us where you are and tell us what you want to share with us.
Well, I'm from Texas, and I actually have some questions.
Okay.
Like, they might be stupid questions, but I'm always concerned by this. How you call them? Abductions? How you call them?
Oh, the abduction experience, the abductions.
Yes, yes. How this works? Are you pretty much they kind of select you? Because I heard a lot of stories. Uh, but I mean, how these people, so these I don't know how you would call them. They pretty much select you, or you ask for that, and or you
No,
mentally
well,
request to
let me
be
explain something. No, you don't want to ever be. Do you have a speaker on or something?
yeah, I'm on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah, do you have a speaker on? I hear my voice coming through. Do you have a speaker or something on or an amplifier?
No, 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 no. No,
Okay.
it's just my phone.
Okay. Well, in terms of abductions, the first thing I will tell you, you don't want to request to be abducted by an ET. Abductions are what they call a negative experience. So never, ever ask yourself, say, "Oh, come on over here and abduct me." You don't want to be. Nobody wants to be abducted. What you want to do is learn how to do meditation, and you want to learn about Christ consciousness, which is the way that you focus. And when you do that, you focus on making contact with your star family. The star family is, and I'll define this for people. There is two sides to the coin. One side of the coin is your star family. The other side is the low-vibe ETs. The low-vibe ETs, for over 70 years on this planet, have abducted humans. You don't want to be abducted. Nobody should be abducted. Nobody should be excited about being abducted. You never want to be abducted. Okay? The other thing is that you want just to focus on the things that I'm talking about the star people. The star people are Turians, Palladians, Syrians, Lyrans, Andronans. There's many different civilizations that are very advanced spiritual people that are human. But don't think about abductions as being something, how do you be abducted? You don't want to be abducted. Ever. That goes for everybody. So put that word out of your consciousness, but start looking at what we talk about here on Saturday nights. We're going to be doing a Saturday Night Live where we talk about the Ashtar Command, which is where I come from. So I'm a space being in human form. I'm an Ashtar Command conscious being living the human experience. I having a human consciousness, but I also have a space consciousness because I'm not from this planet. But although I live here in physical human form, I'm a star seed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. So here's my other question. So they're capable to see and hear and feel our emotions, or and see everything we do, and there's no way for us to see anything they do.
Well,
Nobody.
you will eventually. Like when I say that this show is being watched, it's being watched by my star family, the Ashtar Command. They're on a big ship and they monitor us from the ship. My show and my friends with Prairies, my sister's show, on her lives, and they monitor us and they know everything we're doing. But these are the Christed beings of light. They are tall men and women. They have children like we do, and they're very beautiful people. So that's why I say it's really important for people to focus on that and don't worry about focusing on abductions. The abductions are stories that people tell on my show at times. I've helped people. I've taken in implants from people that were abducted. I've stopped the abduction. And so focus on the beautiful levels of Christ conscious energy, which is really important because that's the way the star people operate in that beautiful. If you ever met one person from another planet that's a star person, they'd be probably 2 or 3 feet taller than you.
Okay. Because I was being told once. Well, I kind of heard it. I don't remember it was on a documental series, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think these people, since they're so advanced, they have the capacity or the power to heal some of the diseases that we have here on the planet?
Well, the star people, the Ashtar Command, have med beds and other things that will help people with ailments, most definitely. That will be introduced to the planet after contact. That will be introduced to the planet. So there are many things on this planet that shouldn't be happening to human beings and other life forms that are happening because of all the pollution, all the chemicals, and all the things that have been used on this planet, including on Mother Earth, hurting her, that have caused an effect of disease and ailments and so forth. When contact happens, that there, the med beds and all these other things, there'll be cures for all these different things where people won't get sick and have these problems.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm kind
Okay.
of, but it's just like every time, you know, every answer bring you another question.
That's all right.
So
That's why I'm here. Part of why I'm here.
yeah, so how you call these peoples, the star peoples? How was it
Yes.
how to
Yes.
call them?
So the star people are spiritual star people. They're men and women. I call them star people because they come from other planets. And they are beautiful people that have families. They have homes on their own planets, not, unlike here. Their planets are much more pristine. There's no shopping malls or factories or, there's nothing like what this planet's like. And their planets are all harmoniously together with the Creator, and they're all very beautiful planets.
Okay.
You understand?
So you think they used to live here before they went to the
No,
other planets?
no,
Or how we end up
they didn't used to live here. So understand something. They live on their own planets. We live on our own planet. Every planet has someone living on their own planet. They didn't live here. They came from other planets. They are coming here from point A to point Z. So no, they did not live. Well, they have lived here. They have come here. They have space bases in our oceans, but they come from other worlds, the inner Earth, the civilizations within the Earth, the Agartha network. These are people that live within our Earth that originally came from other planets. So they don't come from here. This is one planet that is not the center of the universe. We are one planet of billions of planets with many civilizations that exist everywhere. Do you understand?
yeah. So and here's my other question that I've been thinking about for the last 20 years. So you think we have a stronger and better civilization many years ago than what we have right now? But the reason why I'm saying that is because we got stuff that was built many years ago. They're still visible, and there's some structures that we can even build the uh, with the stuff that we have on right now. I don't know. My tongue is getting is kind of stuck. I'm trying to think.
I understand what you mean. You're talking about ancient structures, pyramids, Easter Island.
Everything. I mean, everything is being built so perfect that we don't even have the machinery to do it and build it the way they are. Like even if you try to build one of the strongest structures right now, if you don't live on it, eventually it's gonna fall apart. And we have these beautiful structures that have been built so perfect, so nice. Even like, okay, how this works? I mean, I know we all kind of bunch of puppets because they don't tell us the real truth. But what is you say on this?
I can tell you something. Well, we're not puppets at all. Don't ever think of yourself as a puppet. You're a human being, you're intelligent, and you're not a puppet. Don't ever say that to yourself. You're not, no one's a puppet here. So the other thing you need to know is that the pyramids all over the world, pyramids in Central South America, the Inca, the pyramids in Egypt, in Bosnia, there's a pyramid. There are pyramids everywhere, including in some parts of the U.S. There are what appears to be overgrown growth where there were pyramids. So the pyramids were built by space people. The people on Earth had help with the space people, giving them the abilities to have these pyramids. There was no slave labor when these pyramids were built, which is what some people would want you to think, that tons of slaves built all these pyramids in Egypt and everything. The space people used their technology to build these pyramids originally, but these pyramids were created to have certain energies, certain dynamics to them, and they all were put here on Earth by space people. I'm just
Okay.
using the pyramids as an example. Easter Island, the big statues in Easter Island, represented space people. The way they presented it, it's amazing of all these different structures that exist. There's a lot of ancient ET history on our planet for billions of years that exists here.
Okay.
Okay.
You see, there's a lot that I think we all should be entitled to know the truth. Like, I read. I don't remember the name of the book that I read. It was they say something about the energy. They used to have electricity on a different way the way they produce electricity right now,
Right.
and they used to be like for some kind of antenna, some kind. I don't remember how they used to get the energy like electricity without the wiring that we have right now.
Right. The
Okay,
planet. Well,
what we stop.
Nino, about electricity. I'm going to interrupt you. This planet's billions of years old. There was free electricity on this planet until the current history of our planet. The Tartarians had free energy. People might study the Tartarians. They were tall people, and they had free energy until they disappeared. They either went underground or disappeared. So the current civilization on Earth made sure there wouldn't be any free energy on our planet for anybody. That's what they did, the powers that be. But when we have contact with the space people in 2026, there will be free energy, abundance of free energy, and everywhere in the world there'll be free energy. Nothing will be, there's not going to be, the way things are now, things are going to transition to what we call free energy.
Here's the other question too. How or where or how you end up with that information that by 2026 we're gonna make that big jump?
Okay, I can tell you how. Because I've been in contact. I came on here in 2023. I'm on an NPR Pacifica radio station in Connecticut for 21 years, doing shows on cosmic consciousness, the Ashtar Command, and all those areas. Great question. When I came on here, I met some people. I interview people all the time. I just happened to meet four other people that lived in the same area of the United States I live in. One in Vermont, myself, one in Connecticut, and another one in Long Island, New York, and one in New Jersey. And the story is amazing how we met. I interviewed all these people, one of which went on a spaceship in northern Vermont with the space people of the Ashtar Command. This is an interesting story, and we all find out that we have connections. Yes, we all have biological parents, cousins, relatives on Earth. We have family on these spaceships that are our star family, meaning that we came from the stars. These are our parents on the spaceship. So that's how this whole came about. And then in terms of the contact, when my friend went off planet, I've known before I come on TikTok that in 2022, I knew that in 2027, 28 initially, that was going to be the timeline for contact. But then the timeline changed. It got, because our vibrational patterns on Earth are so high now, even with all the stuff going on the planet, we are high enough in our vibrations to have contact. So we don't decide as humans when the contact happens. The space people, it's all in divine timing. So when I use the term, the definition of divine timing is, this is the time on Earth for it to all happen. That's why 2026 is going to be the year of contact.
Do you think the people are ready to have that kind of communication or that kind of contact? Or we
Yes, I do.
prepared?
Yes, absolutely. You're going to be prepared because we're going to help you. This show is going to help human beings. We're going to reach millions and millions of people as we get closer. This show is going to be a main place for it. And Friends with Furries 1111, when she goes live, people should get to know her. She goes on the ships almost every other night. And she will come back. And when we're together on Saturday nights, we will be updating you and preparing you on this social medium about contact. It's not going to be on YouTube. We're not. I mean, I have a YouTube channel. The shows will be taped and they'll be on YouTube. This is where our live shows are. Friends with Fairies lives are on as well regularly. You can again get to know her. 1111. Definitely follow her. And when she comes off planet, she usually tries to give information right away. And she joins me on most Saturdays when we can come together. And again, the reason why I say contact, you will be educated. Everybody here will be educated on this show, and by Friends with Furries, we will educate you about what's going to happen. As we get to know what's happening off planet, we will share that with you so that you're prepared for major contact in 2026. We'll do it. We are very transparent here. I've been on radio and TV for many years, and we're going to be really, really good about giving you real good information here.
Okay, what information do you have? There's something that I heard too. The as human peoples, we haven't been able to go deep on the oceans, but these peoples from other planets, they have seen spaceships pretty much getting in and getting out of the ocean. What is this deal? Why is a human peoples or this generation haven't really go really deep on the ocean and explore what is really going on, but they see ships going in and out of the ocean all the time? What do you know about this?
Oh, I know a lot about it. There are space bases of the space people in our oceans. In several parts of the continent on planet Earth, there is, in the very deep areas, remote areas of the ocean, they're very well protected. There are space bases and cities in the oceans of our planet.
Okay.
And let me just also say that the reason why people will see spaceships coming out of the oceans because they're coming from those cities in very remote areas of our oceans, and they exist. They live in these very well protected cities, and they are very advanced cities in our own planet. This is why I say earlier that most humans don't know about their own planet. They think that as a surface world, we've been always, and even I know this growing up as a human being on this earth, that as a surface world, we only know what we were told to believe is on the surface. We weren't told about advanced cities in our oceans by space people. We weren't talked about any of these things. Why? Either we were ignorant and didn't know, our teachers didn't know in school about these things, and I have to take it at face value that the teachers studying to be teachers in the 60s, 70s, and 80s had no idea about any of this stuff. There wasn't in the textbooks, but it's real. We have space cities in our oceans, in several different parts of our oceans on Earth.
So this is another question too. So why is the citizens don't have that information if the government is aware of it? Why they don't teach us? Why they don't educate us? They don't educate of ourselves to know all this information. Like, everybody talks about the Area 51. The some places they have these, but it's rumors. But if the government really had that information about people from other planets, why they haven't teach us? Why they haven't educate everybody so we can learn?
Okay, I want to explain something. The one thing I will tell you is one of the things I'm very steadfast being that I am a space person in human form. I can tell you your government will not tell you anything. The reason why, the government has been the ones that want to prevent you from knowing the truth. They're not in the business of telling people on Earth that there are space people visiting the planet, no matter how many years it is. Their purpose is to deceive the public, to not let you know the truth, and to have you be basically sleeping and going about your business. That's what they're about. That's what they're here to do. That's their purpose. So your question's a good one. Don't depend anybody on the Pentagon or any other agency to tell you about space people. They're not going to do it. On this show here, you're going to get the information from me, from my friend April. We're going to tell you what's happening and be very transparent about it because we know what's going on. We are able to tell you about contact. We don't channel any information. We don't have any pendulums or crystal balls. We're giving you real information. And it's very unusual on social media to have a format here where there are two people that are giving real information about contact. And it's going to happen. Dr. Stephen Greer has done a lot to forward that education. We are the ones here that are actually on Earth from other planets in human form, and we're going to really amp up the understanding of what's going to be happening in the next 12 months.
Okay. Yeah, because like somebody here make a comment, and there's something that I kind of overheard it a few days ago too. The government has been doing since Roosevelt. Whenever this spaceship crash, what do you know about the incident? How much it was true? How much it was? I mean,
About
because
Roswell, you mean?
yes.
I can tell you that Roswell was true here, and I will take some more guests up. You're just a great guest. I'm enjoying your questions. I'll tell you about Roswell because I do know that the original report when the crash happened at Roswell's ranch in Roswell, New Mexico, where he's a cow farmer, in 1947, when the ship crashed, the original report was that a flying saucer had crashed at Roswell's farm. The original report was correct. That particular spaceship crashed. 24 hours later, they were told by the government to change the headlines. So instead of spaceship, it was no longer a spaceship. Then they lied to the public and came out with a report that it was a weather balloon. And they showed the silver torn up weather balloon in a photo op. So when they first had the report come out, the truth was told, yeah, it was a spaceship, it was a flying saucer. That was the truth. Then after that, years later, they came out with a publication from the Air Force saying that it was a crash test dummies. Now, the original report was that it was a weather balloon. It went through 5 or 6 different transitions, and then the final book that came out from the Air Force said it was crash test dummies in Roswell. It wasn't crash test dummies. It was a spaceship. And they took the bodies off the ship or that were around the ground, and they lied to the people of Earth. Now, that particular ship, I believe they were Zeta. I'm not 100% certain. I think they were Zeta. But they lied, as they always do. They
The
lie.
reason why the re- is because I understand what you're saying, but also, like everything else, like here, China, just any country, we have good peoples and bad peoples. So I'm pretty sure these space people, we have some good ones and bad ones. How we will know? Or they even prepare if the bad ones they have a
The
better
bad ones.
technology.
So the bad ones are being taken off planet as we speak. The Ashtar Command. I want everyone to know this. The Ashtar Command is in full swing. My sister April knows this. She's been on the ship with them. The reptilians are being taken off the planet that have been causing problems here for over 70 years or more. The reptilians are being taken off the planet that are hiding. They're all being taken off the planet before contact. There's not going to be one single negativity left on this planet when we're all done with it. They're going to be sent one-way tickets back to where they came from, and they're not going to be coming back anymore. But I want to get to some more people on here. Nino, you're just great. You've had some great questions, brother. I appreciate you very much.
All right, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You've been great. Thank you.
Okay,
Everyone,
thank
I
you.
want to give you a round of applause. You've been great. Your questions are excellent.
Thank you.
All right, Nino, I'm going to be following you.
Okay,
So
thank you.
All right. And we're on every night most nights at 11. Now, let me see who's in the box here. I'm sure there's a slew of people. Let's see here. Okay. Ashley is a friend of the show for a good long time here. Ashley, good morning. I think.
Hi.
TikTok stuff. Hey, there you are. It's spinning. Now it's not spinning. Good. This has been crazy. Good morning.
Morning. Mine's real quick because I always see this question every night, but the government is not. The question is, why don't they just tell us? The government is not going to tell us because then they're going to admit that they had contracts with the Greys to abduct us for technology, and the whole country would be so upset.
Yeah.
So
Plus,
that's like
not
the
only
major
that,
reason.
well, it's a
Go
major
ahead.
reason, but there's a part of the government that really doesn't want to tell anybody anything. They want to keep it to themselves. That's been the big problem. There's a big fight going on right now between generations in the Pentagon that want people to know the truth, but these old generals that are still alive are saying, nope, you can't tell them anything. So the thing is, and Ashley knows this too, it doesn't matter whether they tell you anything, because we're going to tell you right here. April and I are going to tell you what's going to be happening and how contact's going to happen. And there's not one government in the world that can stop what we're going to be doing here. And not even on TikTok, they can't stop us. They can't stop it.
Yep. And yeah, that's why they're going to try to keep it away from us as long as they can, because there is going to be so much, I don't know what word to use, but people,
they're gonna try to do a few shenanigans before 2026. But I can tell you, the Ashtar Command knows everything our governments are doing. The Ashtar Command is way ahead of the governments, and every single attempt by the governments to stop contact, I will tell every human being around the planet, it's not going to work. Every single weapon system that every government has will be neutralized before contact happens. I'm saying this right now. It'll be neutralized. They all will be.
Yeah, I just meant like, because I always see that question, and it's like, everybody's gonna be mad because they made an agreement to abduct humans. So I just wanted to address that.
No, that's good. You did. And there was an agreement between Eisenhower. He had a choice to make. He made the wrong choice, but he did have a choice to do it right, but he went for the other way. But I'm glad you answered that question. Well, we're getting there 2 in the morning here, so we're going to be winding it down. It's been a long show here, and we'll be on tomorrow night. Saturday night, everyone should watch Saturday night for Ashtar Command night. That's the night where we're going to talk about everything with the Ashtar Command, how the Ashtar Command is going to be a very big part of your history on Earth coming in 2026. So we're going to get into that quite a bit. All right, Ashley, any final comments or?
Oh, no, that's it. Everybody, thank you for the gifts. You don't have to give them, but thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, Ashley, I'm going to bring you down slowly,
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Ashley. Always a pleasure. Let me see here. Did I do this here? And let me take on our next guest here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Cynthia. We'll bring Cynthia on, and then our next guest after that, and then we're going to call it a night. Wow. Okay. Hey, Cynthia, good evening. Cynthia, are you still with us? I don't know what happened to Cynthia. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, you are there. I thought I lost you there for a minute. Good evening.
Hi, how are you?
We're doing good. We're amped up. Things are happening here, so we're trying to get a few more things in here and then call it a night.
Oh, understandable.
So what would you like to share with people this evening on the show?
I had a lot of different things that happened to me. I don't know if it's encounters or not, but I actually have it on my Ring doorbell, like videos of like entities that are just jumping around and bouncing around. And then like when a car would go by, if I open the door, you would see it running. It's so weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to meditate on what that is because I'm not really sure what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like it was good. It was like a good I got a good vibe from it.
Okay.
But another thing I want to share with you, which is so amazing. I was with my granddaughter came to visit me a couple of weeks ago. They both did, but one is like really interested in like looking up at the sky and everything. And we did the green light laser,
Mm-hmm.
and we also used night vision telescope that we have. And there was a bunch of orbs, And she was like, so she goes, oh my God, look at all these circles. And I'm like, they're orbs.
Mm-hmm.
And she was so amazed with that. And then we seen like something shooting right across in the sky. And like, she's so like, she's very intuitive and she's very interested in that.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
You know, the things that are jumping around, one of the people, Kit Kat, one of our group of 5 that are going off planet, she says they might be fairies.
Really?
Yeah. She said that you could have fairies, very, very honestly. You might want to check into that and see if they are fairies. They could be.
There was so many of them. It was, and it only, there was a bunch of circles, but not only that, they started changing shapes, and then became like brighter. It was so amazing. My granddaughter was, when she called her mom, she goes, Mom, we seen orbs and they were changing.
Yeah. Well, the things that were jumping around could very. You should check out my friend April, Friends with Fairies 1111. If you've never checked her out, check her out. She's my friend going off planet, and she's the head of our group of 5 that's going to be going on a spaceship next year. So check her out when she's live. Tell her about that. She can tune into you, and I do think they're fairies. The other stuff, yeah.
The ones from the Ring doorbell that were bouncing around having fun and...
Yeah, I think those are fairies.
Yeah, I can show her. I can send her the video as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely do that. It's Friends with Fairies 1111 for people that don't know her. She's, she's my friend up in Vermont. We've been working together for almost a whole year now, and she goes on the Astro Command spaceship almost every other night. She is taken on the ship. Yeah, I can pin
amazing.
her name. I'll pin her name for people right now. Let me see if I can do that.
That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, let me do this here. Or my moderators might also want to do this. It's Friends with Fairies 1111. Put it all together. So you're going to say Friends with Fairies 1111. I'll try to pin it here. Hold a minute. I don't think I can. I can't pin it now. So it's Friends with Fairies 1111. That's April. Check her out when she's on. And yeah, thank you, Kit Kat.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well,
and have a good night.
Yeah, it's almost 2 a.m, so we're gonna wind it down here. Cynthia, thank you for being here.
All right, great. And just to let you know, my headache went away. Thank you for that.
That's a good thing. We aim to help people, so I'm happy that disappeared. All right, we'll let you down slowly here on the ship. Thank you very much.
Have a good night. Bye, everyone.
Well.
Yes.
Have one more person. CEO of... Yeah, CEO. You can definitely join us here. Let me get this other person on here. I'm going to wind down my interviews here. And CEO, I'll get you on if I can. And then we're going to call it a night. It's been a long evening here. Good evening.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Hi. We're doing good. We're really going full swing here as we wind down the show. And
yeah.
Good to see you again. What did you want to share with us briefly here?
Well, I wanted to share with you that that healing that you did was just spectacular. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, you're most welcome.
And 2, was it 2 nights ago? Yeah, 2 nights ago, I had a telepathic traveling. And it was so amazing. Yahweh brought me in. I didn't know it was going to happen. Yahweh brought me, in my meditation, Yahweh brought me into a connection. And amazingly enough, I know you're not too sure about how you think about Bashar, but there was a healing that needed to be done, and the resonance of a plant on his planet needed to be brought to let the healing happen. The telepathic traveling, I saw him piloting his ship. I was on the ship. I was fully conscious. I was shown how they travel in their spaceship to their home and back again, and showed me an area of where this plant was and the resonance in it. And we brought that resonance back to help heal someone that was very important to first contact.
Oh, interesting.
It was amazing. I was fully conscious. I was fully aware, and yet I was also on that spaceship through a telepathic experience. So it made me wonder, what is the expansiveness of telepathic ability? Like, what are the qualities and gifts that come with that? And
Right.
that was the first time it extended beyond talking,
Yeah, well, the telepathy is the communications of consciousness, but the visual thing is that you were either in your Merkaba state. The telecommunications is the consciousness, but the being on the ship, if you traveled to the ship, you were doing it in a Merkaba. So you were in a Merkaba fully conscious state on the ship.
That
The
would make
telepathy
sense.
is, so your telepathy is just the communications. That has nothing. So you're not traveling with telepathy. That's communications. The Merkaba is you physically transporting yourself on their ship.
Yeah. I mean, it was almost like I was soul traveling. So the Merkaba would make sense because in my training over the last few years, one of the first things that was adjusted was my Merkaba.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was so clear, so beautiful, and I was so honored to be able to have that experience. And I think the healing you did cleared things up enough so that I could have such a clear experience.
Oh, beautiful.
And
That's
so,
that's all I like to see. Yeah. No, beautiful. You know.
I wanted to say thank you for that.
You're very well. Oh, you're welcome. You know, it's my pleasure to help you. See, I'm glad that happened. It just opened up a whole new cosmic level for you, and I appreciate you. All right, and well, I'm going to let you down slowly. I think I'm going to hold off on any more interviews here. It's almost 2 a.m. on the East Coast, so I want to
Yeah.
thank you. We love everybody here, yourself included. I want to thank you for being here, and I'm going to put you down slowly. So
Okay,
hold on just a
thank
minute.
you.
You're a blessing. Thank you very much. And I think I want to hold off. Maybe I'm going to take this one person, CEO. I promise, CEO. I can bring you on maybe for a minute. Again, you have to be over 18. No foul language. No kids on the show. No vaping on the show. No smoking on the show. No drunks. No drinking. No drugs. No paranormal discussion. No politics. No religion. And we'll do maybe a few more minutes, and then I'm going to call it a night. It's almost 2 a.m., and I'm pretty much ready to call it a night. This show will be on my YouTube channel, Ash Truckerman Spaceship News. Check out my channel, Ash Truckerman Spaceship News, for all our shows here on TikTok. And we thank you all for being here. I'm going to take one more guest interview for a moment, and then we're going to call it a night here on Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show anywhere on the planet, right here. So we'll see what happens. I don't know if TikTok is doing its thing. If not, we will actually call it a night. I want to thank everybody for all your gifts, all your support. It's been a real beautiful show here, for allowing me to do some energy for the whole planet with all of you on here, for all of you on the show earlier that experienced it. I want to thank you for letting me gift you with the energies that I've been gifted by my father to be able to do here through this social media. So I think we're done for the evening. I want to thank everybody for being here. And remember, do look for Friends with Fairies 1111. She's on at various parts during the day and night. And if you see her on there, check her out. And you'll learn a lot of stuff from my friend, April. All right, everybody, take care. Much peace, love, and light to you. I thank you for your support. You're following us and everything. So take care, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow night for another edition of Encounters, the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, Busting the Matrix. Take care, everybody.